Oh my gosh, I was just about to go live. I think my heart leapt out of my body. Welcome in, Chikbaka. How are you? Thank you so much for the terrifying and very, very generous raid. How are you guys doing? I was just getting set up to do the art gym. We do like a little study session Monday through Wednesday around here, and you've raided into that. Thanks. It's good to see you. What were you up to? If you have any art you want to share, it looks like you're doing some art. I'd be happy to share it here on screen. Like I said, we're just about to do this kind of semi-regular. I'd love to do it 5 days a week, but I have a part-time job, so I can't do it all the time. But we do various topics, like we did cars last week, vehicles rather, because that's not really a car. Figure drawing, animals, scenery, like landscape stuff, all sorts of things. And today, I'm starting a new file here, so that's why it's taking me a little longer to get set up. But today, the theme is actually going to be, well, it's always kind of bring whatever, like if you want to draw something else, feel free. But it's kind of a group drawing session, and then at the end, we'll show everything that people have done to study this morning. So it can be from observation, it can be from a photograph, as long as it's something done from like some kind of reference, basically. But apparently today is World Wildlife Day, so I thought it would be fun. I'm going to be drawing some local Colorado wildlife. And yeah, if anybody wants to draw along with me, you're always welcome to show off your studies in the Discord. You worked on a sketch for some oh, nice, nice, very cool. Well, like I said, if you have any studies, or excuse me, not studies, if you have any anything work safe that you want to share, I'm happy to show it off. Or a social link or something, feel free to drop it in the chat. Link permissions are on, so yeah, thank you again for bringing your community here. I guess I should introduce myself, sorry. For some reason it feels like it's been forever since I've streamed. I think I'm just like adjusting to only doing one stream at... Aw, thank you so much, BJ. Thank you for gifting that sub to Raga. I really, really appreciate that. I totally forgot to reset my goals for this month. So I'm just feeling very out of it today. It's been a really long weekend. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff that I do for anybody who hasn't been here before. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so many alerts on this computer now. Yeah, I'm an illustrator. At least I'm trying to get into illustration. I'm trying to get into like book covers, kidlit, that kind of thing. Anyway, this is the kind of stuff that I do on stream. I also do some sculpting and some creature design stuff. But let's look at what you got here. Oh, thank you, Chikbaka. I really appreciate that. Let's go check out some work. Ooh, dang. So, oh, I like this one a lot. So just a warning if anybody is not wanting to see something a little creepy, but I think it's very cool. Here's a piece that caught my eye. Oh, there's an eye right there, too. A really nice ink work that you've got here. Very spooky, creepy sort of stuff, but definitely, I feel like there's definitely a big market for that, especially here on Twitch. I feel like you must know a lot of the other like kind of spoopy artists around Twitch, don't you? Right? Because I feel like, man, there's so many communities I've found lately that are just like not quite like a little bit of horror, but just kind of like unsettling art. So there you go. I have great detail here. Really, really nice ink work. I'm assuming this is traditional. It looks like it's traditional. Rabbit ears. Oh my gosh. For a prompt is creepy dolls for Cody Shibi. Of course you know Cody. Yeah, exactly. I'm not surprised at all that this is something inspired from Cody. Thank you. Ella Cody 6, you know a few, yeah, for sure. These are great textures. Guys, make sure you go give Chikbaka a follow. Chick, what's the next time you stream? Tell us all about it. Yeah. But this looks awesome. Let's see. And I feel like I may have missed some folks coming on the raid. Oh, hey, Audinet, coming in on the raid. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. And let's see, enjoyed it. Thank you. You're not moving anything now. Good. Good. Enjoy your flapjacks, Audinet. But yeah, this looks great. Some really cool stuff on here too. I like this one also. It's always fun to watch an artist working at like showing their process too. Very creepy with the maggots. Live weekdays on Twitch. Hey, there's my question right there. Next stream is tomorrow at 9 a.m. Nice. Eastern time. Perfect. Well, there you go, guys. Make sure you go follow Chikbaka if you like spoopy arts. And thank you for writing in. I don't really do spoopy stuff very much, but I do creature design, so if you like creatures. If anybody, I don't know if your community is into that, but yeah, I do this thing called Sea Slug Dragons, where we'll take a sea slug and we will design a dragon based on that sea slug. And I usually do this on the first Wednesday of every month. I've actually, for those who haven't heard, I've had to kind of cancel, not kind of cancel, I have had to put my afternoon streams on hiatus. Normally I stream workouts, like art gym workouts in the morning, and then Mondays and Wednesday afternoons I typically stream longer format, like paintings, like, you know, working on this kind of stuff. And other projects, like we also have sculpting streams that we do. Where's the sculpture one? Oh, I have a comic. Yeah, I do kind of all sorts of things. There it is. But yeah, unfortunately I'm having some really bad tech issues at the studio right now, so in the interest of my own sanity and the viewing experience, I've had to cancel those, unfortunately, for the time being. I'm hoping things will get sorted soon, because I'd love to be able to stream from my studio again and not from my living room, but alas. This is just sort of I'm glad I have this set up, I guess, but I do hope I can get back in there soon. So yeah, if anybody wants to follow and check out any of my socials or anything, there's those. I need to actually still post that I'm streaming right now. We're actually doing a monthly art showcase later today. So normally I would do that in the afternoon stream, but again, because I can't stream from my studio reliably right now, we're going to be doing the monthly art showcase right after art gym. So we're going to go until about noon on the art gym. So it's 10:17 Mountain Time right now. So we're going to go for just under 2 hours. Probably. It's usually when we wrap up, it's around noon. And then we'll just jump right into the showcase right after that. So stick around if anybody wants to see some cool art from the community. Speaking of the community, let me scroll up and say hi to everybody. I know I didn't have a chance to do that, so let me, before I miss the top of chat. Oh, thank you, Charzia, for the hydrate. I already need it, so I appreciate it. And also, hello. Hope you're doing well. And Sloppy Salamander, I see you there, sniffing around. And thanks for being here. Silvop, howdy howdy, and Miss Caprikel, hello hello, how are you doing? Amaze, howdy howdy, thanks for being here as well. And Niels, I hope you had a good weekend too. My weekend was good. I spent a lot of my day outside yesterday, which is nice. I don't get to do that as often as I would like to anymore. But a lot of my Sunday plans got canceled, and so I was like, well, got the afternoon to myself, I'm gonna go outside. And I walked around for a while. And then I went to a local library that I haven't been to before at a university. And just kind of looked around. It was really fun. Kind of a book nerd, so maybe that doesn't sound fun to you, but it was very fun for me. So let's see. And thanks for handling that shout out too. Amaze. I'm gonna make sure I didn't miss anybody. Hey Rue, how are you? Job is a workout and early in the morning. Nice. Well, I'm glad you could be here, Rue. You're gonna get your art workout and your workout. And at least one of them is gonna be paid, so that's exciting. How are you, Raga? It's good to see you. Phoenix! Hey, Phoenix! How you doing, Phoenix Fire Element? Good to see ya. Welcome on in. If you guys aren't following Phoenix, by the way, you should go do that. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for dropping in. Kuro Mizo, I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna call you Kuro. I don't want to say it wrong, but welcome on in. It's good to see you as well. Scroll. Making sure I'm not missing anyone. Right? The textures are really cool. Okay, there we go. Hey, Dally, how are you? And Briboette, good to see you as well. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Okay, let's draw. So I haven't had a chance to do March's calendar yet. It's on my list for today, but honestly, for those who haven't heard, I'm actually, I got an opportunity last week. Part of probably why it feels like it's been so long. An opportunity sort of fell into my lap last week to table at a convention here locally in Colorado for the first time in like 6 years. So I think I'm going to do that. The table is free, which is a big reason why I'm doing it. And I'm excited, but I'm also nervous. So I spent all of Saturday, well, I spent the first half of Saturday having no internet in the studio and working with my landlord and getting that fixed. So that took until about 1 p.m. And then I spent the rest of the evening sort of like preparing, trying to figure out what I needed to do, doing research, trying to be like, okay, like I actually went to the store and like bought some things. So I'm already $100 in the hole on this convention, but yeah, we'll see. So I'm going to, for anyone who lives in the Colorado, or I guess in the area maybe, I don't think this is going to be a con worth traveling to. I think it's going to be kind of a mid to small sized con, but that's good, because that'll give me a good chance to practice. But it's called Colorado Cosmic Con, if anybody wants to check it out. if anyone listening happens to be from Colorado, come say hi. But I'm kind of just, I've done inventory. I think I'm okay with inventory on the con. It's definitely not, I definitely would need to have like more stuff made if I was gonna go to like a bigger show. But for a smaller show, I think I'll be okay. I'm gonna bring some sculptures. I'm gonna have some originals. So, yeah. We'll see. Free table. Yeah, free table and a coworker friend of mine. So it's in Colorado Springs, which is like an hour and a half south of me. And a coworker at my day job actually has a cousin who lives down there. And I haven't gotten total confirmation yet. I'm still kind of waiting on email. Hopefully that'll come today or tomorrow. But hopefully he'll be okay with me crashing on the couch. This is a trusted friend. He has nothing but good things to say about this person. It's an older gentleman, so I'm feeling like it'll be fine. But yeah, so I think it'll work out to have free room and board too, hopefully, which will actually save on gas cost, because otherwise I'd have to drive back home after the show. That would just be like a huge hassle. And so yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it's gonna work out. We'll see. But I'm still waiting on like information about the show, so I think I'm gonna follow up with the person who offered me the table and just be like, hey, just checking. Have you heard anything? Because like, I don't really know any of the details. I just want to make sure I'm not showing up to a farce. So I might connect with them today. But yeah, anyway, that's what's going on with me. So that's part of why I feel so out of sorts, is I've spent the last like 3 or 4 days just kind of planning for this. I'm gonna rewrite the art gem thing because my handwriting is so bad. And I don't know why I haven't just fixed it. This is still bad, but it's better than it was. Hopefully it's at least marginally readable. There we go. Okay, so today's theme for me, I'm gonna be doing wildlife. Local wildlife. Because it is World Wildlife Day, and I think that would be fun. But feel free to do what you want. As always, you do not have to do the same theme as me if you wanted to draw along. Do not feel like you are like locked into what I'm doing. Why is this song so loud? Sorry, let me turn that down. Let me know if the music is like killing anybody's eardrums. Okay, there we go. But I do have a reference board if anybody needs references, if you just like don't want to bother looking up refs. I do have a Pinterest board full of, hopefully, should be, AI free. Mostly, they should be photographs. A lot of them are stuff that I have carried around with me for years that I've thought were like good refs. A few of them were pinned from Pinterest, but most of them are my own. Well, not like my own that I personally took, but like that I've gathered from photographers over the years. So anyway, I'm gonna be doing local Colorado wildlife. Let's see, what's a local wildlife critter that I should do? Let's start with something easy. I'm gonna do like rabbits or something. I feel like rabbits are very like, when you think wildlife, you think like deer and rabbits, right? Or is that just me? Maybe that's a very American thing. I guess they don't really have deer and rabbits in like Australia. Well, yeah, they have rabbits now, but they're not supposed to. Anyway, I digress. I'm gonna draw some rabbits. Where did I put the rabbits? Oh, here they are. And hi, Nerdowino, how are you? Oh my gosh, Nerdowino, 6 months of subs, my goodness. You are so kind. Thank you for that support, seriously. And speaking of more people in chat that you guys should go follow, Nerdowino, incredible scientist here on Twitch, who does all kinds of interesting streams. Looks like I missed a Lego stream, darn. Usually when I tune into Nerdowino is talking about space. Looking in at like telescopes, talking about space news, taking Q&A from chat. So if you have space questions, Nerdowino is the guy to ask. It barely feels like half a year. I can't believe I've been back onto Twitch for like a year now. That's so crazy to me. I'm honored by your 6 months. Thank you. I can't believe how fast time flies. It's true. All right, I'm gonna draw a cute little bunny. Let's draw a cute little bun. You know what? I see rabbits laying like this all the time in the parks here. So I'm gonna draw a bunny laying down in the grass. Local wildlife, here we go. Drawing rabbits. Hey, Uber Blackthorn, by the way. That's okay. No, you're fine. You're fine. How are you doing? You're all good. You're all good. I hope you're having a good day. Hey, Observer. Art Gym Flex those lines and hues. Yeah, that's right, everybody. Hey, we should stretch before we draw. Okay, everybody stretch real fast. Just like you're at the real gym, right? Gonna stretch a little, hydrate, and do some huggers, as Chris Wright calls them. I did not know that's what they were called, but apparently it is. Okay, we're gonna draw today. It's gonna be super productive. I am so tired, everybody. I could not fall asleep very well last night, and then I woke up at 5 because my brain's dumb. And so I'm feeling very sleep deprived right now. Even though I got like 12,000 steps in yesterday because I just like walked everywhere. I don't know why my brain was like, you know what you want to do? You want to be awake until midnight, and then you want to wake up at 5:30. That's what you want to do. Well, it was like 5:20. But... Hey, Ray of Sun, how are ya? It's good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Okay. 12K steps, yeah. It was a pretty good walk-in day. It was really pretty outside. There's a creek near me that I can walk around at. It's got like parks and stuff. Yeah, it was a good afternoon. I haven't, because it's winter especially, I just don't walk as much, you know? And it's nice to get out there and just kind of, I don't know, enjoy the state that I live in. I feel like if I'm gonna pay the expense to live in Colorado, I need to be enjoying the mountains more than I have been. So one of my goals this year is to get out there more often, like I used to. Just been so busy this last year, you know? You went to bed at 2, woke up at 5. Oof. Oof. Yeah, that's rough. I kind of think part of why I struggled to fall asleep was that I took a nap yesterday morning. I think that nap kind of charged me up too much, even though I walked a whole bunch. Usually I have trouble sleeping if I don't get a ton of exercise in, but I was like, I got plenty of exercise yesterday. I don't know why I had trouble, but now that I think of it, yes, I did have a suspect nap. So maybe it was the nap. I don't know. I'm gonna just focus on shapes with this bun. I think I'm gonna draw another bunny too, because this one is quite cute. But I want to do one in motion. I was getting kinda used to being someone. Then you pulled up. Used to being someone you love. So I'm just doing like quick gestural studies today. I'm gonna try and keep it fast and loose. We'll see how good a job I do at that, but it would be nice to get more than like 2 studies done today. So I'm gonna do a bunch of sketches first, and then I may go back and color some of them, but let's just get a good feel for the bun, shall we? I just turned 35. And if you're new to drawing from observation or from photographs or something, you know, just try to find your shapes first before you get too detailed. That's kind of I really need to drive that home to myself more, so it's part of why I'm saying it to you guys. It's not like, I'm sure you guys are great at it, I need to hear it too. But finding shapes before finding like details tends to help with proportion issues. Yeah, also, before I forget, I am going to draw, or drop. I'm not gonna draw, I'm gonna post. That we are streaming, and also make a little quick announcement about the art showcase. Why can't I draw a box? Oh my goodness, help. I'm dying. Okay, saving. Let's save, because I need to make sure I have this file. 2025-03 March Art Gem. Hey, look at that. Look at how organized. trying to remember to post things on social media, but it's not always the easiest. Oh wait, I forgot to draw the little speech bubble. Can't forget the speech bubble. There, that looks better. I like it when my references lecture me. Gotta make them talk. Stars go dark. Keep a blue bird in my heart. Oh my goodness gracious. Come on, computer, don't die. I need you. I need you to not die, please. Please don't do it. Oh no. Okay, phew, that scared me. I was like, no! I can't take tech issues on both ends. It's too much. It's too much. Sorry for clacking. All right, there we go. Okay, World Wildlife Day, March 3rd. It's always fun to learn about like different, I don't know, like different holidays and stuff from trying to find prompts. Because it's World Wildlife Day. There we go. Sorry about the wait. Hopefully you guys know you don't have to wait on me to draw at least. I would hope that by now that's clear. There we go. Okay. Sorry for noise. That's my computer, not yours. All right, let's draw another. I want to do another bunny. I'm a little confused because I have kind of a folder that mixes up hares and rabbits, and I feel like the difference is, isn't it? I think it's mostly like length of ears and length of legs, but they're. When I was a kid, I thought they were the same animal. I just thought it was like a European word for a rabbit, but no. I don't think we really have many species of hare here in the US, but I guess they're really common in Eurasia. Let's draw this cute baby. No, hold on. I need to draw something that's dynamic. Let's draw Let's try this one. This one? That one's pretty dynamic. Ooh, this one's very dynamic. He's like tripping. This one's cute. This one's so cute. Why are they all so cute? Ah. Oh my gosh, they're so stinking cute. I almost can't stand how cute they are. I was born in the year of the rabbit, so I feel, you know, special kinship here. I think. I actually don't know, now that I think about it. You were sick all weekend, so you spent all learning how to make... Oh, nice! How did that go? Did you come out with a cool VTuber? We have quite a few people who do VTubers, actually, in our little community. I'm sure if you wanted to show off what you did, people would really like it. But I'm sure you figured it out. You're a smart cookie. Oh no, you were sick too, Rue? Oh, everybody was sick. This is kind of that time of year. And I heard, I don't know if this is true, but I heard that the flu shot this year was not as effective with this strain. Like, they basically just guessed wrong. Which does happen from time to time. My mom worked in the health industry for a while, and I remember when she told me that basically what they do is they look at, like, I guess the flu season happens earlier in the southern hemisphere, so they kind of track what strain is, like, kind of rampant down there, and then they'll just kind of develop a vaccine based on that strain, and that's what they end up releasing. And like some years it works, and then some years it turns out like a different strain will be more rampant up north. I don't know if that's still true, but it was true when she was working in the micro lab, which I don't know, I just thought that was really interesting. There are dozens of flu. They pick a few and they guess. Yep. Yeah, there's like thousands. Like there's so many flu strains. That's why it's like, I don't know. I used to like never get the flu vaccine, mostly because I've never had the flu, never been sick with the flu. And so I just kind of figured, oh, I must be naturally more immune or something. Because like, I've worked around kids most of my life, or the general public most of my life. And so I'm like, well, if I haven't gotten it now, I feel like maybe I'm just not as likely to get it for some reason, or I've just been very lucky. But like none of my siblings, my dad has had the flu. I think one of my brothers has had the flu once. But I don't know. I just kind of feel like we just don't get the flu for some reason. So I used to never get it. And then my mom told me this crazy story one year about how, maybe I've shared this already before, and I could be getting it slightly wrong. So Mom, if you're listening, I'm sorry. This is how I remember it. But like, she said that they noticed one year there was like all these seniors who were like, nope, like there were very few seniors getting the flu while, not the flu. I think it was when H1N1 first came out, maybe, or SARS. Maybe they're the same thing, I don't know. But basically, the moral of the story is like, the group that you would think that would be susceptible wasn't getting it really very badly, whereas the younger generations were. And then it turned out that generation had this one flu shot back in like forever ago, like in the 70s or 80s. And it had like, basically that strain was like super close to, I guess that strain of like H1N1 or SARS or whatever. And so that's part of why they think, or at least at the time, that's why they thought maybe they were more immune, because their bodies somehow had retained that defensive knowledge. And so I was like, dang, well, maybe I should just start getting the flu shot just in case. Because I mean, all those viruses are super closely related. I've only had COVID once, I think. I think I only had it once. But it was like nothing for me because I had a super bad cold like a month before I got COVID. And so basically when I got, like, the cold was awful. It was like the worst cold I ever had. I did take COVID tests. It wasn't COVID. But like when I got COVID, I literally like took a Tylenol PM and took a 4-hour nap. And then I felt better. And that was it. So like, I don't know, man. There's something to that. Your dad gets bad reactions. I've heard of people getting bad reactions to flu shots. Yeah, I don't really get a reaction to shots. So I don't really have to worry about it, I guess. I'm lucky that way. Body on high alert. Yeah, well, I mean, I definitely still had those cold antibodies, and I guess because they're so closely related, it just, like, didn't affect me, really. But yeah, anyway, I just thought that was an interesting story. Definitely changed my mind about, I was like, well, even though I never get the flu, I should probably just, it can't hurt to have extra antibodies. Like, especially since so many places offer them for free. It's like, alright, fine. Which, I say that, but I still haven't gotten this one. I forgot. Maybe, I guess at this point, when does flu season end? It's like almost over, right? Maybe I'll just wait till next year. Draw me an animal. Unknown Andy. You'd like to request a Titan beetle? Okay, let me finish this this bunny and I will get on that. I am having a wonderful time, yes. I hope you're having a wonderful time too. Just want to doodle this cute little bun. And then I will draw a Titan beetle. I don't know what this beetle is, so pretty much all my beetles are going to look like Hercules beetles, I think. Because I don't know my bugs. Bugs are on the list of things to study this month. I just haven't had a chance to work on the calendar. I was doing too much stuff for this con prep, inventory and that kind of thing, with what little time I had in the studio on Saturday, at least with internet. So I just didn't quite finish. It's very hard to manage all the things that I'm trying to do sometimes, so thank you all for your patience. Okay, there's my buns. Let's do... Oh, sorry, that was my computer, don't freak out. Don't freak out, it was not your computer. Trying not to fall apart. Okay, so draw me an animal. If anyone has not seen this game before, basically the way it works... Yeah, sorry, Dally, I try to give a heads up before I close something just in case it does that. But no, that was me. That was me, not you. But yeah, for anyone who hasn't been around for a Draw Me an Animal game, basically the way it works is I will write down the name of the animal. The person who suggests the animal, the only hint you can give is the name of the animal. And then I'll just do my best to draw what I think it is. So don't freak out. Don't stop freaking out. Yeah, so anyway, you found my weakness? Yeah, bugs are definitely a weakness of mine. But yeah, so I'm gonna write down Titan beetle. I may have even drawn this before, I have no idea. And then we are going to... I have 5 minutes to draw it. You can look it up if you want to, chat. Feel free to go do your own research and then just kind of laugh as I try to draw whatever this is. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best. I'm really not very good at drawing beetles, so I just know they have the wings typically, and then they're like wide-faced. I'm just gonna give them big pinchers for some reason. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm so bad at these. But yeah, please just don't give me any hints in chat. Let's give them little beetle antenna. I don't feel like beetles have pinchers like that, do they? Watch, this will be one of those beetles that's got like massive pinchers. You know what? Well, just for fun, let's just do this because I think that would be fun. With a name like Titan beetle, he's got to have something big. I just don't know how any of their anatomy works. So it's hard because like I'm really familiar with like mammal anatomy especially, or just like animals, like most animals in general except for like bugs and fish. Bugs and fish I just have not studied very much, and I probably need to fix that. It would definitely help me do more like sci-fi stuff. Alright, there we go. Beetle. We're gonna make it like a reddish gray. And again, folks, this may very well not be what this looks like. It probably is not. I'm gonna say there's like a 90% chance that this is not what this animal looks like, other than being a beetle. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. I forgot to see what time it was when I started, but I'm gonna give myself like 2 more minutes. Because I don't really know what else to add. Some shinies maybe on the shell. What else can I add to this? Should I give him spots just for fun? I bet he doesn't have antenna like that, because that looks weird to me. Well, he may have antenna, but I think it looks weird on this drawing, so I'm gonna get rid of them. I don't like them. Okay. Maybe we'll just give him like little tiny antenna, like boop, boop. There we go. I don't know. There we go. Here's the beetle. We did it. We drew the beetle. I don't know what beetles look like. What is beetle anatomy? It's whatever you want. Give it some ground to walk on. Then we're gonna look it up. He loves you though. Blink. Alright, let's go see what this looks like. Titan beetle. Blink. Oh, well, it looks nothing like what I drew, so it looks closer to the first thing that I drew. It is quite large, actually, so if anybody does not like beetles, this would be a good time to look away. Oh, it does have pinchers! Oh my gosh! Just not nearly as big as what I drew. Yeah, it was way closer the first time. Okay, well, I should have just left the first drawing, clearly. Here's what it looks like, though. It's a huge beetle. It's really big. Wait, is it this one? No, it's this one. Titan beetle. Here, let's go to Wikipedia. It's big. It's got pinchers. And long antenna. I should have just left it. Literally almost drew it exactly on the first go. It's got cute little like pedal feet with little hooks on the end. That's wild. Let's see, where do you live, little beetle? Tropical rainforests throughout South America, including Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and the Guineas. Oh, nice. And north central Brazil. So associated with the Amazon rainforest. Okay, cool. Primarily found in old-growth forests with plenty of rotting wood, which serves as their principal food supply. They can, however, be found in secondary forests and disturbed habitats? Disturbed habitats, eh? Not in the States. Miss Caprikel, even if they did live in the States, I guarantee you they're not here in Colorado. Like, there are no bugs here. Not compared to the rest of the states. Oh my gosh, there's so few bugs. It's wild. If anyone hates bugs, Colorado is the state for you, because you're rarely gonna see a bug. And if you do, it's like extremely, extremely not a problem. Tiny gnats, but I mean, have you been to the South, Miss Caprikel? One of the first things, two things I noticed immediately when I moved to Colorado from Texas. One, the shade actually makes a difference because it's so dry here. You like stand in the shade, it's like 20 degrees colder. It's crazy. Whereas in the South, it's just like, oh, it's darker. It's still miserable. Two, there's no bugs. You can leave your window and doors open for like a minute and nothing will come in. If you leave it open for like 15 minutes, something might come in. But like in the South, it's like you zip in and out of the door and you better slam that thing behind you. Like, it's so crazy. Oh, you live both in Texas, so you know how blessed we are. Those are things I noticed too. Shade is so nice and dry. Yeah, it doesn't do anything in Texas. You moved to the wrong state, Rue. I'm sorry. There's a reason I left. Most of it is the climate. So many bugs. Exactly. If you're used to Colorado, it's gonna blow your mind. Humidity kills you. Yeah, I definitely notice it when I leave Colorado now. The climate here is like unmatched. The climate is like the main reason I'm still here. Well, in the mountains. I do like the mountains a lot. Don't love how expensive everything is, but the climate in the mountains are nice. Okay, microbiome. Because an adult titan beetle does not feed. Oh, really? It has giant pinchers and it doesn't feed? It must be for mating or something. It is interesting that the very narrow gut microbiota show no activity of what is that word? Oh my gosh, what's happening? Neela, hey! We're just learning about the titan beetle. You know, guard your eyes if you don't like bugs, but we're doing this this Draw Me an Animal game. It's a channel point redeem, and somebody requested a titan beetle and I had no idea what that was, so now we're learning about it. But welcome on in, welcome on in. How was your stream? We're taking a little break from doing the art gym right now. But yeah, welcome in. How did your stream go? What did you get up to? If you have anything you want to share, feel free to drop it in chat. Links are fine if you have a work safe link you want to share. Guys, go follow Neela if you aren't already. An incredible artist here. Yeah, we're doing some bunnies. I decided it's local wildlife day. It is World Wildlife Day, so I decided to do some warm-up studies of local wildlife here in Colorado. So if anybody wants to join in, we do a little art share at the end. As long as you worked from reference of some kind, it doesn't have to be this theme. You could like draw your hand or draw your shoe or draw your cat or draw some vehicles or whatever you want to draw. But we'll do a little art share in about an hour, actually. Well, a little under an hour at this point. So I'm going to be drawing to some local Colorado wildlife. Yeah, grab a link. Let me say hi to the raiders who came in. I know I missed a few folks. Gosh, thank you so much for this really generous raid. It's so nice of you. Candy Cane TV, hello, welcome in. Tim Spruer, hello. Beer Hoshi, hello. Otto the Potato, I love your name, hello. And hey, Uber Blackthorn, long time no see. Welcome in. How's everyone doing? I'm feeling very out of it because I feel like I haven't streamed in a month, even though it's only been like 4 days. A lot has happened in 4 days. But for anybody who has not been here before, hey Yanni, how you doing? Good to see you. Here's the kind of stuff that I do. I'll just start on this side because I always forget about the sculpture. So here's the sculpture. In the afternoons on Mondays and Wednesdays, usually I do long form projects. So I'll be working on like sculpting, maybe personal projects like this comic. Hopefully eventually this year I'll be able to restart Drift. Yes, it's been a long time, Uber. Some stickers and stuff. I draw a lot of creatures, dinosaurs. If you need another artist to follow on social media, you probably don't, but in case you want one, there you go. There's some socials for you. You can find most of my Dinovember stuff is easy to see on Instagram if you want to see the rest of the dinosaur stickers. But I'm an illustrator. I'm trying to get into like book covers, children's books, middle grade, kind of graphic novels maybe. So it's sort of my target right now. So a lot of my work leans that way. And you know, if you hang out, you'll see me working on that stuff. Oh, thank you, Tempest. Oh, no worries. Yeah, that happens to me all the time. I'll be like, wait, I hang out on this stream a lot. How am I not following you? This is the way of Twitch, but I do appreciate that follow. But yeah, this is the stuff that I do. So thanks for coming in. And currently my afternoon streams where I would work on stuff like this are actually kind of on hiatus. I'm having some pretty bad tech problems at the studio right now, unfortunately. So I've had to put a pause on all afternoon streams until I can get my internet and my PC crashes sorted. There's just too many things going on. But you know, the timing kind of works out because for those who don't know, I actually just found out that I'm going to be at a convention next weekend. I'm going to be tabling at my first con. I think. I don't know. I'm still kind of like, until I have all the details, I'm not sure if it's happening. Oh, thank you, Hawaii or Faye. Hello. But yeah, for anyone who happens to be in Colorado Springs next weekend, I'll be at Cosmic-Con, which is pinned at the top of chat. Thanks, Amaze. And if you want to check it out, I think it's a really small, like pretty cheap local convention with lots of artists and some voice actors and stuff. So if anyone wants to hang out, I think the Sonic voice actors are going to be there. Somebody from Dragon Ball Z. There's a lot of famous cosplayers, I guess, that are going to be there. So anyway, if you want to hang out in Haja Blast, thank you. But I'll be selling prints and sculptures and doing on-site commissions, like sketch commissions. And yeah, just kind of getting back into the groove. I haven't tabled in 6 years at a convention, so I'm kind of like, I'm probably forgetting something. But this will be a good test run, because I'm hoping to apply to and get into TwitchCon this year. So this will be good practice for me. But anyway, this is the stuff that I do. I do creature design stuff too. I draw critters based off of sea slugs sometimes. So anyway, that's what I do. Let me click on this link and see what you got up to today. Neela. Oh, beautiful. Oh, these are great. Oh my gosh, I love these. These studies are fantastic. See guys, this is why you should be following Neela. If anyone came in on the raid and you forgot to hit that follow button, like if you just were so in awe and just totally missed the little heart by Neela's name, make sure that you click it. Incredible stuff, seriously. I love the, man, great lighting on these orange slices. Was this done from observation? Or was this done from a photograph? It almost looks like observation. Really, really, really pretty. Yeah, TwitchCon, yeah, I'm gonna try. We'll see. We'll see. I haven't, like I said, I haven't done a convention in a very, very long time. So, I'm a little nervous, but I'm just hoping at this point to make back the money I just dropped on the card reader and a money box that I needed. So, probably not gonna pay for any more prints or anything just because I have no idea, and I'm already gonna have to make up the cost of travel, so we'll see how it goes. It was a random photo you found. Nice, nice. I love it. I love it. Well, it looks fantastic. These are super great. Great shapes. I really like how you almost have this like this blocky approach. I don't know if this seems like it was probably an intentional stylistic choice with these, but man, the shading and stuff in these figures and just the way that you've blocked in the color and the shadow here, incredible work, honestly. Round of applause, if I may. This is awesome. This is awesome stuff. Very inspiring. Pretty good at art. Yeah, I'll say, Yanni. Pretty good is an understatement, I think. These are art goals, folks. These are art goals. But yeah, well, thank you so much for sharing. And yeah, thanks again for the raid. If you have to raid and run, don't feel like you gotta hang out. But thanks again for bringing in and sharing your community here with me. If anybody does want to draw along, I guess I could show you some like, here's the warm-up stuff from last month. So typically what we do is at the end of the warm-up stream, we'll kind of show off everybody's studies. So here's some like finished studies. Definitely nowhere near Neela's proficiency. But I try to do a variety of things, like especially stuff I'm not comfortable with, like vehicles. This was last week sometime. We did these. We do figure drawing as well. Here's like a hand and arm study. So yeah, if you want to practice along, you don't feel like you have to draw what I'm drawing. I just kind of pick a random theme, like every day, basically. I usually have a calendar out, but I have not made the calendar for March yet, so sorry to anybody who was expecting that. But if anyone wants to join in the Discord, there's an art gym section, and you can drop your studies in there. Excuse me. Oh, well, I appreciate those kind words, both of you. I just am very impressed with your work, and I'm honored to have you here. That's all. But yeah, anyways, this is kind of the stuff that we do. And right now, like I said, I'm just kind of doing some quick gesture studies of local wildlife, and then I might color some of them. We'll see. I always prefer to work from like actual observation. I try to encourage people, if you can, like pick an object around you, pick some food you're eating, pick your cat, your hand, your shoe. Like the more you can draw from like physical observation, the faster you're going to see skill improvement. One of my goals this year is to do more of that, but because I chose the theme local wildlife, I can't exactly like bring a rabbit in here. Although it would be really fun to go sit out on the porch and draw my squirrel friend. She came by this morning and I fed her some hazelnuts. But no, but you know what? Because I've had to cancel my afternoon streams, there is a chance maybe on Wednesday we might do an outdoor plein air stream. I think the weather is supposed to be good. So my chat earned like an actual like outdoor study. It was like a community challenge that got earned, and let me check the weather, but maybe I'll go ahead and kind of softly put that out there as like, this is what we might do on Wednesday for warm-ups, just to make it kind of special, because I'm probably not going to have my afternoon stream still by Wednesday because I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on the internet to get fixed. But last time I checked, I thought Wednesday was going to be okay. Let's see if that's still true. Okay, yeah, Wednesday is going to be the warmest day this week, other than today. So we might do that on Wednesday morning. Okay, cool. Where did chat go? I lost chat. Ugh, I'm so bad at streaming still. You would think after a year of this I would do better, but I just don't. Great reason to follow Casey's to bullying her into being positive about her. Yanni, is that why you're here? You know what? I'll take it as positive intent. Yeah, I'm not a pro. 62% is pretty high, Rue. We might want to rerun those numbers. Unknown Indy says, I have a question. When are we doing the monthly showcase? We're going to be doing that in about an hour. Yep, so we're doing the showcase actually right after the art gym. Normally I do the monthly art showcase. It's all in the Discord if anybody wants to join in for next month, but it's basically you have all month to submit a piece and like you can share links and stuff in that showcase submission, and then we'll show it off on stream once a month. I just do it for like the deadline is the end of the month. But if you want to get something in now, you can always pop into the Discord. And as long as it's not traced or AI, like it's actually your piece, it doesn't have to be a drawing, it can be a sculpture, it can be anything. But yeah, we're going to be looking at that at noon. So normally I do those in the afternoon streams to give you know, people more time to see it if you're trying to get in here after work, but with my internet issues, unfortunately, we're going to have to do it after the art gym today. So let me find another, should I do another bunny? I kind of want to do another bunny. Would you guys be mad? On a level of 0 to Anki, it's my favorite scale right now. How mad would you guys be if I did one more bunny? Maybe I can't because Pinterest is dumb and it's blocking me from seeing anything for some reason. There we go. Okay. What about a kangaroo? So I live in America and there are no kangaroos locally. I'm trying to do, my theme is local for me today is local wildlife. So I'm trying to do local wildlife. I'll do one more quick bunny. I'll just do this, I'll do a quick gesture of these bunnies fighting because they have cool poses. And then we'll get into like some deer or something. There's a lot of cool Colorado wildlife though. So I definitely don't need to limit myself to just rabbits. There's plenty out there to draw. Okay. Oh, that's okay, Andy. But if you live in Australia and you want to draw some, if you want to draw some kangaroos, go for it. How have I been today? Yeah, I mean, I've been pretty good. Stream, I feel like stream just started, but we've been on for an hour. But stream's been good. You know, we got a Draw Me an Animal game, doing some reference studies. Hopefully, the whole idea of the art gym, for anyone who hasn't been here, is just to like encourage people to pick up your pencil and do some studying. This tends to be like the tough part of art for most of us. Most of us don't just love sitting around doing studies. We all know that we should be doing studies, but we're just like, well, but I'd rather draw my characters, or I'd rather draw my world building stuff, or I'd rather draw fan art or whatever. And that's the fun stuff, right? Like, you know, it's sometimes hard to make yourself sit down and actually do some of the like muscle building of art, right? And so that's why we call it the art gym, is like kind of how you need an accountability buddy to go to the gym sometimes. It's just like that for me with art studies. So here we are at the art gym, and thank you for being my accountability buddies. So appreciate you. Even if you're just hanging out, lurking, that's still helpful because you guys are keeping me on task. I have done more studies this year than I have ever. Saw Rabbit IRL, that's awesome. Oh, we have a stretch break. Okay, if you can hear the sound of my voice, during ads, we do a stretch break. So I'm so sorry that I missed that. But if you'd like to stretch with me, this is, if you can hear me, this is your friendly reminder to unshrimp your back. To kind of, what I like to do is describe it as a C shape, like take your back from being hunched to like arching it, like way overarching it the other way. And you can also like push your neck back and just like squeeze your shoulder blades together. Really want to feel the stretch in the pectorals, and like, I've heard it described as like crushing a walnut between your shoulder blades maybe. But yeah, just kind of like hold that pose for about 20 seconds. No, Raga, not a stress break. No, a stretch break. A limberness exercise. I don't know how else to say it. But yeah, I like to hold that pose for about 20 seconds or so. And like I said, you can even push your neck back if you're worried about like tech neck or some kind of like neck hump situation. It can also help alleviate some of those symptoms if you have them already. And then you just relax your shoulders, so by just dropping them. And what that does is it's going to kind of force your body into a more upright position. So the idea is that over time you kind of cinch yourself into an upright, better posture. I've definitely noticed it's worked for me, so passing that on to you all. Nefra, hey, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. You're definitely not late. No, you're right on time. We're actually in an ad break, so I don't even know if you can hear me. So you're probably fine. I'm gonna do a carpal tunnel stretch as well. So if you can hear me and you'd like to stretch along, if you've never seen this one before, my favorite one is, excuse me, my favorite one is to, hold on, my favorite one's to die. Let me, just give me 1 second. Goodness gracious, it's still there. What the heck? Why am I dying suddenly? Okay, well, I'm just gonna talk through it. I apologize if I sound like a frog. I don't know why. Maybe I'm getting sick. So anyway, you're gonna take your hand and just point your fingers to the ground. So like take it from like this to like this. Then you take your other hand and you're gonna like pull it toward your body gently. Try to get your thumb in there if you can. If that is like too complicated for you, just put it against a wall. But it's basically that. You can move your hand up higher on the wall if you want to give more flex to your wrist, or you could do the prayer pose. So you could like push your hands together like this and then push down toward your belly. Yeah, prayer hands is basically the same thing. This one, I think I just have like extra flexible ligaments because this doesn't really do anything for me. It just kind of like is there. And so that's part of why I like this one. I was also told by a physical therapist that this is the best one for carpal tunnel because you're getting your thumb in there. So this is the one I try to do. But I always tell people if this hurts or if it's too hard or it feels weird, prayer hands is good too. So hold that for about 20 seconds. Oh, it looks like we're out of ads, but I haven't finished my stretch break yet. So for those of you who were stuck in ads, this is all you missed. You didn't miss anything. But yeah, how are you, Nefra? It's good to see you. Okay, there we go. We're all limbered up now. Let's draw. And you guys should go follow Nefra too if you aren't already. Nefra is also another fantastic artist here on Twitch. There's so many awesome artists in the chat right now. I'm honored to have you all here. Thanks for spending any part of your day here with me. It means a lot. You're busy? Hopefully a good busy? Yeah, I'm not too bad. I don't know if you heard, but I have a convention that I'm going to be going to randomly next weekend. I kind of picked up somebody's table that they couldn't have anymore for whatever reason. Like they just have a free table, and I was like, well, if it's free. I mean, it's a small convention, so I'm not expecting mega sales or anything. It's mostly, I'm thinking it'll be like a good excuse for me to kind of get back into the swing of conventioning. So that's my main goal, is to just kind of figure out what I need so that when I apply to a TwitchCon, I feel a little more prepared. I'm also possibly going to be applying to some other shows here in the Denver area, but they're bigger, and I feel very intimidated because it's been 6 years since I've done a convention, so hopefully this will be good practice. I'm still waiting on some confirmation emails, so we'll see. It's sort of like a, well, I think this is happening, but until I get a couple more confirmation emails, I'm not totally sure about details, but yeah, as far as I know, the person, unless they're lying to me, which I have no reason to think that they are, they said that they talked to the convention people and they were fine with giving away their table to me. And I'm waiting on like details now from the convention. And also from my possible place to stay. We'll see. We'll see. It's like a mutual friend of a friend sort of a thing. Really family of a friend sort of a thing. So I feel pretty okay about it, but it's somebody I haven't met before. I'm just kind of waiting to see if it's okay for them. For me to crash with them, I should say. We shall see, we shall see. Thanks. Hey Chris Wright, how's it going? Good to see you. Speaking of awesome artists in the chat. Yeah. Well, don't congratulate me just yet. We'll see. I don't know. I'm suspicious about it actually happening until I have confirmation for sure, but I think it'll be a good re-entry because I get the feeling it's a smaller show. In fact, before I do my next little study here. Oh, these are terribly misproportioned to each other. Very exciting. Don't look at those rabbits too close. If you click the link at the top of chat, you can see the con details, but it's a very small event in Colorado Springs, I'm pretty sure. All the pictures I've seen from years past, it looks like it's like definitely just like a littler show, which is good. But let's see who's gonna be there. The original voice of Sonic the Hedgehog's gonna be there. Also the voice actor of Knuckles. Some person I don't know. Some guy from Star Trek. So it's kind of like a lower, like there aren't any like huge, I don't think, names. That are some guy who used to be on Saturday Night Live, apparently. I never really watched it. Anyway. Oh yeah, the voice of Wishbone, which I definitely loved that show as a teacher. And as a kid. Anyway, lots of comic artists and stuff. So, yeah. That's what's there. Hey Catspoo, how you doing? One step closer to CaseyCon, are we? Are we one step closer to CaseyCon? I'm not so sure about that. I'm not sure how you're drawing that conclusion. It just has the same word of con in it. Okay. Do I want to color one of these? Yes. And then I'm gonna do a deer. Or maybe an elk. I feel like elk is a pretty unique little, a pretty unique large local animal that I should draw. Let's do that. Don't forget to get pictures and signings. Yeah, maybe. I'm not really a big like starstruck person, honestly, Miss Yvette. I've been to a lot of conventions to table, and I don't think I've ever, and I kind of do feel like I probably should have gotten this one. I went and met the voice actor for Piccolo, because that was like my, oops, I'm coloring on the wrong layer completely. Because that was like my favorite. What is going on? What layer did I draw on? Here we go, Jeezel Weasel. But I did give him a fan art that I made. I don't even know if he still has it. But yeah, I'm not really big on like paying for somebody's signature. I don't know. I have James Gurney's signature on a book, but I didn't pay for that. He was giving those away for free. Whoa, language. I'm sorry. Please forgive my potty mouth. I know, Yanni, your sensitive ears really struggle, I think, and I need to be more cognizant of that. I apologize. My bad. I keep telling everybody I'm the absolute worst, but I suppose it takes this a really raw experience like this to really drive it home. Oh, thank you for accepting my apology. Hey ZBrush, how you doing? It's good to see you. Dinner, eh? Are you saying this rabbit is dinner? Hey, welcome back, Neela. We're talking about cons. And how I'm going to my first one in 6 years, potentially, next weekend. I've never actually eaten rabbit before. Once upon a time, I thought maybe I wanted to be a homesteader. And I was doing a lot of research about like sustainable, like the most sustainable meat sources and like how you could have a meat protein, like a year-round protein that's like low cost. Apparently rabbits are the way to go, but they're so dang cute. I was like, there's no way I can ever kill a rabbit. It just wouldn't happen. Once it's no longer alive, I would have no problem processing it, but it's the unaliving part that would destroy me. They're so cute. But you know, I guess hats off to anyone with a stronger stomach than I. Bunny! They're so cute. You've never went to one? You've never been to a con? Really? Oh wow, I'm surprised actually. I feel like your art would do really well at a convention. It's kind of like, I don't know, I kind of think of them as just like mini art shows. Like, even though my work, I don't really do a lot of fan art, I was kind of nervous my first few shows because I do a lot of like fantasy creatures, that kind of stuff, and I was like, man, I don't think anybody's gonna like want any of this. But I actually think more and more, or at least it seemed like it when I was doing conventions. I don't know if this is still true. If anybody out there does go to conventions regularly and wants to chime in, feel free. But I feel like more and more people who are going into Artist Alley, like they're kind of looking, a lot of them, for something different. And so sometimes it's kind of helpful to like go to a Comic-Con and be the only person there making creature art or making fantasy art. And so I actually was surprised, like Denver Comic-Con, which is what it was called at the time, was actually my best show every year when I was doing conventions, even though I don't have hardly any fan art, and I really won't have very much. I'll basically have whatever is left from previous cons. And you know, if people ask me to draw their favorite character or something for a commission, I can do that, but Yeah, I won't have any like prints or anything of that. And I always did pretty well at Denver Comic Con, which was nice. You do have to, yes, but you don't do that when they're alive, Miss Yvette. When you walk with your mom in the summer, the hares are always sleeping in the tall grass. Oh, that's so cute. So we don't really have hares here in the US. We have rabbits. They look kind of similar, but they're different. I've always wanted to see a hare, though. Sorry, hiccup. Okay, let's draw another animal. You got desensitized while you were 7? Went to your family's farm in Armenia. Your aunt's husband just picked it up at 0. Oh, yeah. That first time image would... Yeah, I'm sure it was scarring if you'd never seen that before. You don't have hairs either? Okay, good, I think. I didn't apply. Somebody gave me their table because they decided they needed a bigger space, so they upgraded to a larger booth. And they didn't need their table anymore, so they were just offering it to anybody who wanted it, which I was surprised they didn't ask me to pay, but I'm happy to not pay. So I got a free table. It's a small convention. I'm guessing the attendance is going to be under 10,000 people, so I don't think it's going to be huge. But I don't actually know because I can't find any stats on it online. It could be more, but my guess, just based on the guests and kind of the vibe I'm getting, is like it's probably going to be just a few thousand people in attendance for the whole weekend, but it's only a 2-day con. So yeah, I've just been trying to figure out like room and board and trying to cut costs as much as possible, and my main goal is to basically just make back the cost of travel, like gas to get there, and the card reader that I had to buy, because I'm probably not going to buy any prints. If I could get my printer set up before next weekend, I'd like to print off some more stickers maybe, because I think that would be something easy that I could quickly like refresh without too much ink cost. But yeah, I don't have time to like put in a print order, so I'm pretty much just gonna have to use the inventory I have left over, and it's kind of scattered what I have, so we'll see if people actually want it or not. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Thanks. Yeah, I'm a little nervous. I think I'll feel less nervous once I know for sure it's happening, but I was able to get off work really easily, which was surprising. Like, somebody picked up my shift, and so yeah, I have that weekend off now. Either way, hopefully I can go take advantage of it. Okay, I'm gonna draw a deer of some kind. Let's do an elk. I feel like elk are pretty famous for Colorado. And moose are famous here too, but apparently, I didn't know this until I did a moose card the other year, because I do a different Colorado animal on my Christmas cards every year. Apparently moose are actually introduced to Colorado. They're not actually native to Colorado. It kind of blew my mind a little bit. I was like, what? Because you see them all the time up at the higher altitudes. But apparently they were introduced in the 40s. Who knew? Yes, elk are famous, for sure. I think in Europe, an elk is called, what we would call a moose is called an elk. This is what we call an elk here in Colorado. It's a very Colorado scene, honestly. In fact, I don't even know, do elk mostly live in Colorado? They must. Elk. And also, hey Paleo, how you doing? Oh, apparently there's other species of elk that live in Asia. Wait. Oh, recent range. I was gonna say, they definitely do not, you don't see them in Maine. But yeah, the interesting thing about elk, or wapiti, whatever you want to call them, is they used to live all over North America. They used to actually mostly live in the plains, but they kind of got pushed into the mountains a little bit. It looks like there's some like other populations kind of scattered, which is surprising. But I didn't know that there were a bunch of them in Russia. Interesting. My understanding is it's mostly moose, what we would call a moose. That you see over there. Fascinating. Are elk considered megafauna? I don't know. I know moose are considered megafauna. They're big. I don't know actually. Well, okay, now you got me curious. Let's find out. Are elk megafauna? Apparently deer are, no, deer can't be. I think it seems like it's a little subjective. So like moose are, grizzlies are, bison are, that all makes sense. Polar bears, alligators. Some people classify elk as megafauna. The Irish elk definitely is. I guess maybe they could be, because they are big. They're like bigger than the average deer. But like somebody here is saying they classify deer as a megafauna, and I feel like deer, it's a pretty standard sized animal. I don't know. They are big, but they're not moose, yeah. You know what they say about scars? Once it stops bleeding, it's part of... Yes, they do say that. I'm not sure what you're driving at here. I think I may have missed the context on that one. Okay. Let's draw this elk. Because, like, if a deer is megafauna, then wouldn't that mean, like, pronghorn? Like, that doesn't feel like a mega to me. I don't know. We'll just say yes, sure. Deer can be megafauna. I mean elk. Now I'm getting confused. What is a standard size for an animal? I feel like, I don't know, deer-sized feels like a good animal size. That's true, most animals are bug-sized. I don't know. I just wouldn't consider deer a megafauna, personally. Geese are considered by who? Who calls geese megafauna? What? So it sounds like megafauna can just be whatever you want, because I don't know if I agree with that at all. I feel like typically when people are talking about megafauna, they're talking about like Ice Age levels of big animals. Like elephants are megafauna for sure. Giraffe are megafauna. There's a lot of megafauna in Africa. It just means big animal. Like I don't consider goose a big animal. Because if that's true, then like a dog is a megafauna, and that seems wrong too. Yeah, I mean that's fine too though. There's nothing wrong with that question, Chris. I just may not have the right answer. Their antlers look more like moose than elk. Irish elk, yeah. Yeah, they have those palmated antlers. But you know what's funny? The only other cervid that I know of that has palmated antlers, typically, I mean, sometimes elk actually can have palmated antlers. It's like a genetic throwback or like a genetic abnormality. Here, I'll show you one. But the only other one I know of that actually is like an extant, like living animal that has this. Oh my gosh, Pinterest, why are you doing this to me today? What is going on? Is the fallow deer. So fallow deer have palmated antlers. Here's a fallow deer if you want to see one, just like a moose. But they're very small. These guys are actually like waist height. They're really little, but they have these massively impressive antlers. So this is called a palmated antler. It's like, you can remember because it looks like your palms, like your hands, right? At least that's how I remember it. But I have this folder. I thought I had a folder of abnormalities. Yeah. So sometimes elk can have palmated antlers. Like here's one. No. Where's the palmated elk? Maybe I put it somewhere else. Anyway, if you look up elk palmated antlers, you'll find stuff that looks pretty wild. Megafauna is a technical term covers relatively small things. Interesting. I guess I haven't really looked at like a list of megafauna. I'll have to look that up. Geese can be considered in certain contexts. That's what I'm saying. It seems subjective based on the context. Smaller islands are isolated environments because their large size relative to their predator-free habitat makes them one of the large animals present. That's fair. Which serves to... Okay, megafauna is apparently exceptionally... If this definition is to be believed, which it sounds believable, exceptionally large animals within a given ecosystem. So it's all relative, basically, is what you're saying. Yeah, bison are definitely megafauna. So are moose. I feel like there's like the classic like Ice Age animal sized critters that are just pretty universally called megafauna, which would be like moose in America, moose, bison, grizzlies, polar bears, apparently alligators, which I believe they can get pretty big. But Africa is full of megafauna. Like so many African animals are megafauna. Some of the largest critters on Earth over there. Anyway, interesting stuff. We all learn something new every day. I love it. But like deer, I guess I still have a hard time with deer being a megafauna. It feels like such a non-mega animal. But maybe that's just because I'm comparing it to surrounding animals, you know, like bison. Like compared to a bison or an elk or a moose, just your average mule deer does not seem like it deserves to be called a megafauna. I mean, by that definition, you could consider humans megafauna. But that also seems strange. Because I think of us as like relatively small compared to like other megafauna critters. Horses, yeah, draft horses I would definitely consider a draft. I mean, even your standard size horse actually is pretty big for an animal. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it is all relative, yeah. Oh no, I forgot antlers are hard. Oh no. My computer has decided to blank. Shoot, it scares me every time it does that. After I eat a pint of Ben & Jerry's, I am also considered whatever, Chris, right? I don't think that's how it works. Technically, yeah, I guess I understand it within the context. That makes sense. It's like contextually compared to surrounding animals, whatever is the largest thing is the megafauna. But that feels really subjective. I would prefer a list. I would prefer a list of megafauna, thank you. Like a goose? I can kick a goose. That's not a megafauna. Not that I would ever kick a goose unless it was charging me. But then that's just me comparing it to the size of a human. I guess compared to a goose, humans are megafauna. If I can kick it, it's not big. Yeah. If I can kick it and nothing bad happens to me. Casey's still a goose hater. Geese are scary. Geese are scary. I'm sorry. Geese are scary. I got chased by a lot of geese when I was a kid. It's very scarring, and the only answer is aggression. Otherwise, they're gonna kill you. That's what my brain. When I see a goose like doing that hissy goose snake neck like wings up thing, terror, just in existential horror. Takes over. Strong enough to see ZBrush knows. Yeah, we do have a pretty big Canada goose problem here in Colorado. They're kind of invasive. They actually had a roundup a few years ago. Did you hear about that, Rue? The goose roundup? I think it happened during COVID. But there have been fewer around since then, but their numbers are rebuilding. Yeah, they did a goose roundup because there were so many. I forget how many they ended up catching, but they ended up actually catching and processing like hundreds of Canada geese and then giving them to people, like to food banks who wanted them, or homeless folks who wanted them, I guess. I think it was mostly like soup kitchens and food banks because then they could prepare them for people. The goose, I mean, if you've never had goose before, it is actually pretty tasty. I don't know about wild goose. I feel like those might be a little bit stringy, but yeah, I think it was like a couple hundred. And I noticed like right after they did that, we definitely saw way fewer of them out here in the mountains. So whatever flocks were like migrating around Denver and just like destroying parks, they definitely got more limited. Denver goose, here, I'll link you to the article if you want to see it. Denver goose roundup. Yeah, it was in 2020 or maybe 2019. Successfully cut its goose population by killing it for food, yeah. Yeah, I think it must have been 2019. Here is an article from the Denver Post. Although the Denver Post might be you have to have a subscription to read this article, so prepare yourself, but there you are. Oh yeah, no, you do. Hold on, let me link you to one that's not like that. How about CNN? CNN, let me skip that to read an article. Anyway, there you go. Looks like you can read the CNN one without having a subscription, so. If they let people cull them a little, they are protected in Colorado, even though they need to figure out. Yeah, no, they did it with Colorado, the Canada goose. Yeah, I didn't realize the Canada goose was actually endangered for a while, and then they were like severely protected, and like you couldn't kill them, and now there's like a bajillion of them. So I would imagine they don't need protection anymore, but maybe they haven't lifted that particular mandate. I don't know. But this was like an official city, like, this wasn't just like random people culling. This was like an organized cull. Hey Angoy. Have an abnormal amount of Black Air Force energy? Dude, is that what the youths say? Amaze? Is that what they say? I'm not eating geese, but somebody did in 2019. There's a link to an article if you want to read about it. Yes, many people did eat geese. In 2019 specifically, in Colorado. Have you had goose before, Ungoy? So one year I was actually, for Christmas, I'm a big fan of the Christmas Carol, specifically the Muppet Christmas Carol. And ever since I was a kid, I've been curious about the Christmas goose, because I'd never heard of that until I saw that movie, and I was like, Christmas goose? What? Why goose? Like, it felt very random to me. And so I've always like wondered ever since I was a kid, like, what is this Christmas goose thing? Like, why is this better? Is this worse? And so, like, one year when I moved to Colorado, before the goose cull, so this was like a farm-raised animal, but I did pick up a goose for Christmas dinner one time and make that, and I thought it was actually really good. It's like all dark meat, so if you like dark meat, plus the fat and stuff, oh my gosh, best baked like potatoes and eggs and like most delicious cooking fat I think I've ever had. So yeah, you should definitely, I highly recommend it if anybody is not opposed to eating ethically sourced goose. I thought it was delicious and definitely worth the slightly extra. Actually, I don't even think it was that. I think it was pretty comparable to like a turkey or whatever else people have at Christmas. So highly recommend. Do you think four-legged dinos are all? Probably not. I mean, we have lots of birds that aren't all dark meat, and reptiles are not all dark meat, so I would say no. Question mark? But I mean, who knows? This is, you know, it's funny because this is not just an Ungoy question. So there's this, what is it, is it a woolly rhino? Or maybe a prehistoric bison? But like it was discovered somewhere, and like the first thing that they did, like it was so well preserved in ice, that the first thing they did, the people who discovered it, was like cut out a section of the neck and like cook it, and they said it was tasty. Just like, humans are so, we're just very human. Was it mammoth? I don't know. Turkey is bad. Yeah, I don't love turkey, honestly. You can buy mammoth meat? Really? Can you? I'm pretty sure it was, I'm almost positive it was a bison, but I could be wrong. Yeah, they didn't feed those paleontologists very well. I don't even think it was discovered by paleontologists. I think this was actually discovered just by some like hunters or explorers, or I don't even know. Here, no, you guys got me looking up all these articles. Hold on, I want to know. Explorers discover frozen. I thought it was a bison. Eat it. Ice Age bison discovered, then soon eaten. Yeah. It was, yeah. Oh, I am going on. Thank you. That was terrifying. Yeah, it was an Ice Age bison. Here's an NPR article. Just linking all the articles today. You can even see in the skin where they cut the neck meat out, like in the hide. Someone sent a link once in Denny's room, but yeah, mammoth meat. No, the one I'm thinking of is this story, Ungoy. It's a bison. I mean, it's very possible I wouldn't be surprised if somebody found an Ice Age mammoth and did the same thing, but fascinating. Bison jerky. They're like several thousand-year-old carcass. Yeah, but it's been frozen this whole time, so it probably has some freezer burn, I would imagine. But I mean, people eat freezer burn meat all the time. Yeah, I have a really hard time with turkey because it's so dry most of the time. Yeah, it's really hard, I think, to make a. You have to like brine it overnight, I think, to make it like in salt water to make it actually like not dry. Some freezer burn. Oh, it was frozen. Chris, what did you think was happening? Precise. I'm curious now what you thought was what we were talking about. Like people just found a thawed, somehow not decomposed 1,000-year-old carcass. Dad brines it for a couple days. Yeah, I think that's the only way to make it like even remotely palatable. But we don't have the freezer space for that, so I've never done that because I mean you have to like empty out your whole fridge. Not freezer, I meant to say fridge. You have to empty out your whole fridge to make room for that turkey, you know? Mammoth meatball. What? So are you saying we've found enough mammoth that we aren't even trying to preserve them anymore? We're just selling them as meat? That seems... I don't love that. I don't love that. I don't know why that seems worse. Probably because I like elephants. Look at that yellow booty. So silly. Is vegetarian Ungoy there's no way. There's no way you're a vegetarian. If you are a vegetarian, you have fooled all of us. Also meatitarian. Yeah, okay. There it is. I was like, there's no way. As much as you talk about eating animals. Hey, Scooter MC. Good to see you. I mean, I think that pulling out a mummified frozen carcass out of a glacier and being like, yeah, I want to eat that is some level of insanity. Yeah, people just want, I think you're right, Scooter. It's just like people just want to be the first one to have, in living memory, eaten this. But it's funny because they're not the first. Like we are actually probably the creatures that hunted a lot of those animals to extinction in the first place. So it's like you're just having what your ancestors would have had. But yes, first in living modern memory for sure. I don't know. We're just a sucker for a novelty, really. It is kind of weird for that to be the first thought though, right? Yeah. Like it's just like, huh, here's this like possibly priceless, scientifically important specimen. My first thought, I want to taste that. So strange. So strange. We are a funny bunch, humans, for sure. The lengths people go to stick to their paleo diet. The ultimate paleo. I saw somebody, is paleo still a thing? Do people still actually do paleo diets? Does anyone know somebody who's actively still doing a paleo diet? Because I know they were really popular for a while there, but I haven't heard as much talk about them lately. Humans are weird and cool. Yeah, we can be. We sure can be. Sometimes we can be jerks. But we have the capacity of coolness, for sure. Your dad is doing a mix. Oh, Dino Dax. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for that sub. That's super, super sweet of you. For 4 months of subs. I appreciate you. Thank you. And I hope you enjoyed your alien baby. Your dad is doing a mix between keto and paleo. But how long has he been doing that for? Like, I don't know anybody who's stuck to a paleo diet for longer than like a couple of years. I used to know a ton of people who did paleo. Because right now it doesn't really seem like it seems like it's more of a weight loss diet than an actual like diet somebody sticks to, I guess is what I'm asking. He started last year, yeah. Yeah, I don't know anybody who actually like lives that way. Like long term, I guess was my question. Because I knew people were really gung-ho about it when you started hearing buzz about it at first, but hey Plot, how's it going? Good to see you. I hope everyone's having a good day, by the way. Stick as low levels normal, which they're not. Yeah, and I'm sure it's really helpful for that, right? Because it's basically a raw food diet. But I saw something really funny about the paleo, like the classic, because like I remember when paleo first started being talked about, people were so gung-ho about like getting back to like real food and like all that stuff, which none of that's bad in concept, but like it's really funny because you can't really do that, at least not at a grocery store, because literally everything that is available at a grocery store is not truly like if you take out all like GMO, people I don't want to go on like a whole rant here, but like it's just funny because like corn's not supposed to look like that, right? Like corn's like maize, right? It's like this big and it's very unpalatable, right? Like pretty much like watermelon, like fruit, any kind of current modern food has been so like crossbred with the best specimens away from what nature would have made into something that we would like and that we can sell. So it's just like I don't know. It's like if you really want to eat paleo, it's almost like, yeah, you do have to go dig up a frozen mummy and like eat it, and then go find like ancient grains that haven't been that are just wild, like berries in the wild and all these things that grow naturally that haven't been cultivated for generations. But it's just very funny. Yeah, how are we're doing well, Plot. We're doing well. We're doing studies. I'm doing local wildlife studies. So I've done some rabbits, some elk, an elk, I should say. Oh, and you know what? It is 11:40. We're getting close to monthly art showcase time. So I'm actually probably going to pause here. We're going to go to the art gym section of the Discord. Anybody? Hey Skittle, how are you? By the way, I'm sorry if I didn't say hi. We're gonna go to the art gem section and see what people have been drawing. And look at it on screen. And that will hopefully give us enough time to, let me scroll up a little bit. There we go. Give us enough time to actually get to the showcase as well. So we'll be doing the art showcase in about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna try and get through the art gem stuff. So if you have anything you want to share, just post your studies, as long as it's something from observation and not imagination. There's like a pin at the top of the channel that you can check out if you're not sure. But the whole point of the art gym is to encourage us to do kind of the less fun, quote unquote, stuff with art and actually do some studies and try to do some skill building. So if you are interested in doing that, we do that Monday through Wednesday. I'll be doing it again tomorrow and Wednesday. Right now, these are the only streams I'm doing because I'm having some tech issues at the studio and I can't stream from here in the afternoon. So unfortunately, until my tech issues get solved, I'm not gonna be able to stream in the afternoons for the time being, but hopefully that will be resolved within a few weeks. That's what I'm hoping anyway. But for now, we're gonna go into the art gem section of the Discord and look at some studies. Casey's selling point. We do the less fun parts. Yeah. I mean, hopefully you guys know what I mean. Also, hi Melimity. You know, this is just the kind of stuff that like most artists know they should be doing studies. We should be doing like figure drawing and practicing architecture and practicing vehicles and animals and people and portraits and like techniques. But we just, so often we just want to do the fun stuff. And I definitely am guilty of that. And so that's kind of the idea behind the art gym, is to like, the whole reason I do a showcase and like show off people's studies is I want to encourage more people to do studies, because seeing you guys do studies encourages me to still do studies. So thank you all. But yes, I don't always say things probably in the most eloquent way, the most reasonable way. I don't really know what the word would be. Yeah, my phrasing is off for sure on stuff. I've been told it's part of my charm, but it mostly just makes me feel like I could do better. It's true. Yeah, it's the less fun parts of art, you know? It's the art gym. Nobody really, okay, not nobody, but some people like going to the gym, but most people don't really want to go to the gym. We just know that we should be going to the gym. So that's why it's called the art gym. Okay. Oh, saving, yes, let's save. There we go. Help you write the enticing copy. Yes, please do. I definitely need a social media editor. I'm not a pro at anything, okay? I don't want to give the impression that I'm teaching anyone anything here. I'm trying to learn and inviting anybody who wants to join to learn with me. So, but yeah. And it's work safe, yes. As long as you have a work safe study, feel free to drop it in the art gym. If it's something that's going to get me in trouble with Twitch, please don't put it in there. So far, we haven't had anybody abuse that really, and so as long as that continues to be the case, I will just keep pulling up the Discord and showing you guys what's in there. So here's how it's going to work. Oh, I was scrolled up here, I swear. So we're gonna look at the stuff, pretty much everything below what I drew last time. So I always put my studies last. So we'll look at all of yours first, and then I'll just kind of, whatever's posted below mine is what we'll show tomorrow. So you have until I get to the bottom if you have anything you want to add to here. As long as, you know, please don't be like spammy or anything. We really haven't had that issue either, but just for clarity's sake, like try not to post like, you know, 50 studies all at once. You can space them out. But yeah, if you have any that you've done recently, we'd love to see them. This first one, and we'll give you a shout out too if you stream. This first one is from Ray of Sun, doing some beautiful owls. Ray of Sun is very good about dating and timing themselves. I almost never keep track of my study time. I'm lucky if I date my studies, but these look great, Ray of Sun. Holy cow. Fantastic study here. Look at I love the shading. Really nice values, great structure. Like these are just great drawings. Really, really lovely studies of owls. You can tell you're using a photo reference, and it's paying off, hopefully. Hopefully the idea with these studies is that over time you do start to notice that you're able to take what you learn and apply it to imaginative drawing. So if anyone's having trouble making that transition, you might think about doing more observational from life studies, because it's very easy to copy instead of study when you're working from a two-dimensional reference. So just to try and make sure that you're able to actually transfer the skills you're building from studies to your imaginative work, try to vary it up too. These look amazing, right, Block? I know. Ray of Sun is always blowing us all away here. Some really nice flight studies. These are so helpful to understand how wings work. Like if you can study the same creature, like something that Rue does a really good job at is looking at videos and like pausing and drawing like incremental movements. This is actually a really, really good practice, even if you're not into animation, because it's going to teach you how the anatomy of that animal or that person, or how the locomotion of the car, or like how all that stuff changes over time. So very, very good idea here, and honestly just really nice to look at too. You tend to do studies when you need them as part of your main illustration. Yeah, sometimes, see, even those I was really bad about doing. I would like never do studies, almost ever. I was really bad about them. I've gotten a lot better since doing these streams, so thank you all again for your accountability. But these look amazing, Ray of Sun, fantastic work. I don't know if you're in the chat, but well done, very lovely. And thank you for sharing, thank you for inspiring us with your studies. Oh wait, here's one more, I almost missed it. Yeah, so hopefully just like sharing our work with each other can encourage everybody to want to do some studies. That's the idea anyway. You guys definitely inspire me, that's for sure. Like you can just see the way that the wing folds here. Like these are really just like interesting shapes that the wings make as it turns. And it's a great way to kind of pinpoint all of those differences when you do like a successional drawing or whatever you call it. Fantastic stuff, Ray of Sun. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, video reference is top tier for sure. Also, hi Bach, how are you? I think I missed somebody in chat maybe, so I apologize. Royal Cheese, hello. Sorry I missed you in chat. I'm really bad at sometimes staying on top of chat. But I hope everyone is well. Oh, tea reminder, thank you. I did miss that hydrate too. Enjoy your lurk, Scuda. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's... No, you're fine, Buck. You're fine. We're actually just about to get into the showcase in like 10 minutes, so that's my goal. And Buckaholic has some studies. Look at these cute critters Buckaholic has drawn, presumably on the new tablet, correct? You did some wing poses, because yeah, they're tough. Wings are tough. Really important bit of anatomy to learn and very hard to get down. These look so cute. These are really expressive, Buckaholic. I really like these. I feel like I'm seeing a little bit of your style coming through on these. A little bit, like there's some stylization going on that I really enjoy. Just for everybody, who might be unsure about how to get into studies, like, don't feel like you have to be photorealistic to do a study. Like, your style can shine through. You just the big question is you need to ask yourself is, am I drawing what I actually see or what I think I see? And as long as you can make that distinction, like, a brushy stroke here or there isn't gonna kill your study. It doesn't have to look like a copy. That's not the same thing. These do look super cute. I love especially the expressiveness of these poses here. Really all of them are really expressive, but this one especially. Just that angle is tough to get on the bottom side of the chin there. So you did a very, very good job making it look noble. You went to a bird festival and took a bird drawing class. Nice. I hope that was fun, Miss Yvette. Oh, well done. Did I? Yes, I did react. Make sure that I do that. The angle made you want to rage quit. It looked like a tough one. It looked like a tough one. But if you did some skull studies as well, I bet they would help with that too. But it is hard because you've got to consider like muscles and tendons and like the cavity in the jaw, like the mandible down here, like how much, depending on the fat muscle ratio of that animal, how much shows. There's a lot of variables. There's a lot of variables. Here we have one from HDMZ, who is a streamer here on Twitch. These look like some studies while outdoors. Some are from your surroundings. Yeah, I can see there's a few that are imaginative, like the boxes, obviously. At least I say obviously, maybe not obviously, but some of these do look like they're drawn from imagination, but I can see the ones that you were doing from observation too. We're going to focus on those, I think. I would imagine the faces. And the car. The car seems like it's from observation. Yeah, it looks great. Nice job. This is a really nice gesture of a car, honestly. This one, is this a motorcycle somebody had, maybe? Sitting by? I like how your sketches just kind of like lay on top of each other. That's really fun. Really, really nicely done, HDMZ. And thank you for giving that shout out to HDMZ. Yeah, I don't know how many of these are done from observation. It's kind of hard to tell. A lot of these do look like they're from imagination, so we're not going to spend a ton of time just because we do like to focus on the observational drawings, but thank you for sharing. The car studies look really nice. If you start streaming, let us know. Yes, yes, please do. If anyone starts streaming, just let us know so we can shout you out. Here's one from Beats. Oh, look at this cute little hedgehog. Oh my goodness. And yeah, so just for anyone who's never joined in before, you don't have to show your reference, but if you do, it can help us see kind of like what decisions you made and kind of how you used the reference to create your study. You don't have to do it, but it does help sometimes to see the reference. Yeah, really nice job. Great job with the values, honestly. This is a great value study. Look at the shiny nose. Hold on. So cute, right? I know, so cute. The little shines always. It's such a small detail, but it really does make the image sometimes with these things. Really, really nice. This looks great, Beats. And as always, you find great references. I like his cute little feet too. Great job really looking at those too. And trying to break down like what you're seeing. Got the little toes sticking out. Not just drawing like generic paws, but actually looking at the reference and trying to do a study. Lovely, lovely. The frosted tip. Yeah, he does have like that 90s boy band frosted tips look. Oh, it's too cute. Too cute. Cubes for the cube's throne? Wait, what? Oh, it looks so good. You just did such a great job capturing that face shape too. Lovely job, Beats. Thank you so much for sharing. Really appreciate seeing your work. I'm trying really hard to get to not spend too much time so that we can start the I don't know why I reacted with a Parasaurolophus. It's not a dinosaur. What is wrong with me? There we go. I have 6 minutes to try and get to the monthly art showcase on time, so I may speedrun these a little bit. This looks great though, Amaze. This is from our lovely mod, Amazing Fan 15. A very cute little fox here. Lovely structural drawing, of course. Great proportions, lovely line work. None of this should surprise anybody who's seen Amaze's studies before. He's a very good draftsman. If you want to go give him a follow, he does animation and comic work and character art and stuff like that on stream. And yeah, it's just a nice place to chill if you're looking for more art streamers to support here. Lovely job, Amaze. Thank you so much for sharing. I hope you enjoyed. I like that you did a really good job with the tongue, honestly. Sometimes I feel like that can look really awkward. But you did a really great job with this. Looks very believable, very three-dimensional, which is tough to do with just line. Fantastic work. Here we have Miss Art Rules drawing a cute bunny. Oh my goodness, so cute. What a loaf. What a loaf. This is the reference, I presume. Is this a bunny that you took a picture of yourself, Miss Yvette? Really nice job, especially with the face. Really, I can really tell you were really looking at the reference to try and make those face shapes right there. Really nice job with the proportions and everything. Looks great. It is such a cute bunny. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It is really cute. It almost looks like, I don't know if it's just a random picture you found or if it's your own. It is one you took, okay. Yeah, it kind of has that feel, for sure. Lovely, lovely study. Thank you so much for sharing, Miss Yvette. It's good to have some art from you. Bunny, so cute. So round. So chonk. It is a very cute little bunny. Yeah, great job on the eye and the nose and stuff especially. Well done. Well done. Uh-oh, gray fox. Gray fox. East Texas local wildlife. Yes, there are a lot of foxes out there. Oh, and you did an armadillo. This is from Rue. So Rue does studies from YouTube videos primarily and does animation studies. Fantastic artist and animator here on Twitch. If you are not following Yangularoo, make sure that you do. You can watch Rue do these on stream. Although Rue's been doing a lot of like longer, like more finished work on stream, it is still really cool to watch her process. She's very fast. So if you're not already following Yangularoo, make sure that you do. Very, very, very much worth the follow. Mostly does animation these days, if I'm not mistaken. Feel free to correct me if I say anything wrong about anybody's stream. I'm just going off of what I see, but I feel like most of the time I do see animation there. Man, the rings on this little armadillo, this, like, keeping those all even, my brain hurts just thinking about it. But well done, Rue. Well done, well done. Okay, moving on to an, oh, let me give some little react emote. Oh, cute tail. I don't know whose emote that is, but it's very cute. Moving on to Charzia. Last one here is from Charzia. We have the reference here. And the study. Charzia, the textures that you get are just so fun. Love a painty texture. I'm kind of a sucker for a painty texture. But if you guys aren't following Charzia, this is the kind of art that you're missing out on. So click that little heart. If there's a little heart popping up on your screen, that means you're not following Charzia yet, and you should do that. Fantastic artist here on Twitch, and just really, really proficient digital painter. Has been doing a lot of commissions and stuff on stream. The colors are great, right? I love the little greens and blues. I was kind of trying to pull out the reference. Maybe we can look at both. Yeah, Charzia has this great way of just like selecting out really useful colors from a reference and like glowing them up. They're really, really lovely. Great proportions too. Very, very Borb. Super Borb. Painting master Charzia, right. I really like these rake marks. Textures are definitely my jam in digital painting. I love it. Very inspiring stuff, Charzia. Thank you so much for sharing and for drawing along. It is a really nice Borb, right, Eric? And also, hi, Eric. How are you? It's good to see you. So Borb. Borb? It's either way, delightful and adorable and wonderful and super pretty. Well done. Well done with the study. Perfect. Our timing, you guys, impeccable timing. Love it. So I'm going to select my, quickly just do, I'm probably just going to copy these rabbits. I don't really like the way the elk came out. So I'm just going to copy these guys, put them in there, and then, you know, if you guys have any studies that you're still working on or that you want to keep working on, you know, post whenever. I have a hard time getting the whole rabbit in there. Oh well, they'll just be small. And then we are about to start the monthly art showcase. So we have 2 show and tells today. Normally, I do these in the afternoon. But because my studio setup is borked at the moment, everything is not working as it's supposed to, I'm not going to be able to go to the studio to stream this afternoon, but we're still doing the showcase. We're just going to do it right now instead of a later stream today. So we're just getting them both out of the way. Let me make sure that the event actually went live on Discord. Start. It should have already. It did not. Start event. There we go. So we are going to show off your work. So if you haven't been here for a showcase before, basically what I do is I go into the monthly art showcase section, and I'm going to do a quick scroll just to make sure everything is work safe. It is. I think I've already seen them, so at least most of them. Looks like there are a couple extras maybe posted, but cool. We are going to go for basically back to the beginning of February and start the showcase. And what I do is same way. It's like I make a post here once the showcase closes, and then everything below that is for the next showcase. So we are going to start up here at the top of February with one from Mary Berry, 1994. I don't know how to make this to where you guys can just like... Is there a way to like collapse this so that it's not distracting? I just want you guys to see the art. Sorry for any distractions. I'm trying not to be distracting. Thank you for the lyric, Miss Art Rules. Hey, Ophelia Sire? Is that how you say it? I'm not sure how to... Ophelia Sire? I don't know if I'm saying your name right. But my favorite animal is the elephant. actually. Elephants are great. And welcome on in. It's the European goldfinch you saw once. Oh, very cool, very cool. So let me change the title of the stream really quick to Monthly Art Showcase. Happening now. There we go. Done. That way, if anybody is just kind of scrolling by, they'll know what's going on. But yeah, we're gonna get into this and look at some art. Oh, I like ostriches too. Ostriches are really cool. I do love a ratite for sure. So we have here. Let me read about it first. Simple, but I'm very proud of this. Well, hey, you should be because it looks great. This is animation by Maryberry. Oh, it's so cute. It's so big. This looks great. The little dancing skeletons. I don't remember if Maryberry streams. I don't remember if Maryberry streams or what their full username on Twitch is. So as always, guys, like, let us know if you do. If you're in chat and this is your art, like, let us know if you stream and we'll be happy to shout you out, just like we do with the art gym. But man, Mary, this looks so awesome. I love the cute little dancing skellies are great. I like how the ice is kind of, I don't know if this is intentional or not, but it almost has this like Jello vibe because it sort of changes with the dance. It's almost like they're pushing it around in the cube. Maybe it is a cube. Or maybe it is a cube of Jello. I don't know. But it's extremely cute. It's extremely cute. I love the little details with the little instruments that they're all playing. The skeletons are adorable. I'm really curious what this is for. I wonder if this is like for a project or if it's oh, it is a gelatinous cube. Okay, cool. That makes more sense. And it makes more sense if it's a D&D reference. Thank you for providing some context, Yanni. That does make a lot more sense because these are all dead explorers because they did not defeat the gelatinous cube. That makes a lot more sense. Well, there we go. I'm glad my intuition was not super off. So yeah, I wonder if this is like for a D&D thing that they were working on. But either way, it's extremely cute. I like that they're making the best of a sticky situation here. And it looks like we had 2 submissions for the same piece, maybe? Oh no, just 2 video. Oh, this one has music. Hold on, let me turn my music off. Hopefully this isn't copyrighted. This is so cute. Yeah, the wiggle effect looks really good. Yeah, so it must be a gelatinous cube. That makes more sense. This is a charming little ditty. Very, very cute. Well, thank you, Maryberry, for sharing. You should be proud of it. I don't know who had this cube. Somebody has an ice cube emote. That's wild. Love it. Beautiful. Wonderful work. And we do have an ad starting, so we're actually going to pause, do a stretch break, and then we'll go into the next one right after the ads. Was that a... Oh yeah, that may have been Rah Rah Rasputin. Yanni's just catching all the references here. Well done, Yanni. I'm so glad that somebody here knows what's going on. It's certainly not me. But we are going to have a short stretch break, and then we will come down here and look at Lenore's in a second. But thank you, Maryberry, once again for submitting. The work looks amazing. I'm sure it took a lot of time, a lot of effort, but it's very charming, and I hope whatever it was for, that, or if you had to deliver it as like a client piece, that they enjoyed it, because I certainly enjoyed it. And good choice of music, too. Yeah, I think, now that you mentioned, I think that probably was Rasputin. Okay, I think the ads are starting, so we're gonna do a break. Stretch break, and then we'll get back to it. If you can hear the sound of my voice, feel free to join me in a stretch break. Just arch your back, kind of push your shoulder blades together. This is my favorite stretch for posture stretch. Feel free to do another stretch if you'd like to. Go do some push-ups if you want to. But I'm going to do a posture stretch and just like some hand rotations and stuff. It tends to make me feel better. And I may actually refill my water bottle during the break as well. Push-ups, bet. Yeah! Are you going to do some, Sloppy? Stretch your limbs, yeah. Don't be a shrimp. Let's see. Do some push-ups with you? I need to get a lift redeem. Maybe I'll do some. I probably should do some. I could probably be peer pressured into doing some. I'm gonna get up and refill my water bottle, and then I will probably do some push-ups. In fact, I will do that right now. If you want to do push-ups with me and Sloppy Salamander, I'm gonna go do 5 to 8 push-ups, like plank push-ups. We'll see how it goes. Everybody, come get into shape with us. Let's do it. If you want, I can turn on the Rah Rah Rasputin song for a stall workout too. Alright, BRB. I'm gonna fill up my water bottle and do some push-ups. Oh, the water is not ready. Alright, I'm doing push-ups, I promise. I don't know if that's convincing, but I'm doing them anyway. Okay, I did my push-ups. I need to stretch now because I think I hurt my back slightly. Did not stretch my arms before I did that, and I should have. So we're gonna do that now. That's okay. I did 8. Did more than normal. It's okay. It was just like a little pop. It wasn't like a bad injury. Just probably because I've been sleeping poorly. Like in weird positions kind of a thing, you know? Like a crick, some might say. The more you're trying to... Wait, what? You did 15? Nice. I did 8. You're committing to 10. Nice. Well done. Today's basically your Friday. Nice. Congrats, Rue. I promise I did. Raga, I don't know what to tell you. Welcome back, everybody. We did some push-ups and stretches while we were gone. So, cheers if you did those as well. Okay, let's do the next one. So going down to the next one is this piece from Lenore. There's a link here. I haven't had a chance to vet the link. Let me just do that. I'm sure it's fine, but pull that over here. Ooh, interesting. Very cool stuff, Lenore. I don't know if I've seen your Instagram before. Really, really cool stuff. But this is like really spooky, but also intriguing. I don't have a ton of context. Part 3 of a Delivering series. This is my favorite OC. Interesting. Well, there we go. Well, that's all the context I have for this piece. Let me see if there's more context anywhere else. Very pop art style in a way. Like I can definitely see that influence here. Well, a lot of interesting like textures too. Like you have these like really fine curls of the hair and then this like everything is just slightly textured. It's interesting to look at. It makes me have a lot of questions. The red mouth is extremely unnerving and it makes me want to know like what is going on. Like this is a good example of how you can make something kind of creepy and edgy without being super like you don't have to be gory for it to be creepy. But it's like creepy in an intriguing way because then you have these really like soft shapes, right? Like the soft eyes. It just makes me want to like ask more questions about what's going on with this piece. So I don't know if Lenore is in the chat. I don't know what other names Lenore might go by. That's the name I have here in Discord. Or Leonore, perhaps. But either way, beautiful stuff. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, it is really cool. Yeah, just like, again, makes me want to like ask a lot of questions. Because I'm like, what is happening? What's happening right now? Delivering what? Delivering justice? Delivering like with like a birth or something maybe? I don't know. That's all the context I have, folks. But it is super interesting. Cause it looks like looks like some like that's like it's sitting in like an animal or maybe like the top of someone's head, like hair. But I just don't know what's going on. But it is really cool. And I really like it. Definitely a very different type of art that we usually get. So it's always fun to see different styles and stuff too. So thank you so much for sharing. Oops. Leonore, very, very interesting. I like it a lot. and hopefully we get to see some more stuff from you. And again, if anybody is in the chat right now for the showcase and you do stream, just let us know so we can shout you out. This one is from Siren Night Sparrow. Siren, this is so cute. I haven't seen Siren in chat today, but Siren does hang out in our chat sometimes. Oh, looks like we got a screenshot here. Lovely little chibi character. Let's read about it. Oh, there is no context. So this is whoever you want it to be, guys. But it's so cute. I'm glad you had a tasty lunch, Sloppy. Do share, do share. Also, can I just say, Siren, that you are very good at clothing. Like, I do not have the patience for even like this level of detail with clothes. This looks really lovely. Great proportions. Really fun, painty character. I really like it. Very cute. Very snarky looking character with that confident pose and face. But it's good to see some art from you, Siren. Thank you so much for sharing. What did you have for lunch, Sloppy Salamander? Now I'm curious. Yeah, the flowy hair is nice. I also really like this glow. Like, this super, like, just like a slight amount of more saturation on the hair right back here, so it almost makes it look like there's this backlit kind of effect. Like the hair is glowing or something. Reminds you of Pokemon a little bit. I can see the Pokemon style a little, for sure. But this looks great. Really nice job, Siren. If you happen to see this VOD, well done, well done. But yeah, I can see that on No Nandy. You hard-boiled like $10 worth of eggs and made them day. Oh, nice. That does sound good. Oh, that's nice. Well done. Well done, Sloppy. Are you doing keto? Are you just doing low carb in general? I really like these ruffles. Like, my eye keeps getting drawn to the little ruffles in this. A really nice job with the details in the clothes, Siren. Well done, well done. Loosely keto. Nice. Alright, this one comes from Kudo. Kudo via Vortex. Kudo does stream. Looks like the username is Kudo via Vortex. There we go. That'll be easy enough. So we'll get you a shout out here in just a second, Kudo. For this month's showcase, says Kudo, I would like to share this image I just finished of Maelstrom and Kudo's son, Snowflash, celebrating his 18th birthday by going on a flight with his proud parents. Aw, that's cute. Love it. Very adorbs. Here's all the links if you want to check out Kudo's work. Oh, that's amazing, Slappy. Truly, I am extremely proud of you. That is awesome. Let me make sure I spell this right. Vortex. Kudo Vortex. I think I got that right. Ooh, I'm gonna shout this out. Hopefully it's the right person. It is. Okay, there we go. So, if anybody wants to give Kudo a follow, make sure that you do. You can see this lovely art getting made. This is really sweet, Kudo. Really nice job with the values too. I love that you chose like a stormy environment. I know because they're like storm dragons, presumably, but it's just really, I don't know. It's a very different kind of a background to have with a picture like this, or at least what I would associate with a picture like this. The values are lovely, and I think Kudo's at work right now, so Kudo, if you end up watching the VOD, thank you for submitting and for participating. This looks great. It's really fun to see like a group shot too. I feel like I'm mostly used to seeing like solo characters, and it's really hard to get proportions right when you're drawing multiple characters in one scene, so great job with that. And yeah, just lovely work overall. I like the little wing texture on the feathers here. And the extra detail given to the hair is really nice. Kind of balances everything out really well. Well done, well done. Very, very cute little family portrait there. Yes, feathered wings indeed, whoever reacted to that. Thank you, again, for participating in the showcase. And again, if anybody at any time can come into the showcase channel, it's just like right here, and you can click any of the links people provide. If you do post in the showcase, please be sure to include a link if you'd like us to come follow you elsewhere or check out your stream or anything like that. It also does help if you post your Twitch stream if you are a streamer, just so we know who to shout out in case we're not familiar with whether or not you stream. This one is from Amazing Fan 15, our wonderful mod, who actually participated in the draw along earlier. This is a very cool scene. Like I said, Amaze does character art as well as animation, so sometimes you can catch Amaze doing stuff like this, but let's read. It says, commission I finished earlier this week of my OC Silas. Fighting your client's character, presumably. Just a friendly sparring session. Okay, nice. Your client's character looks intimidating. Is this also a spider character? or am I just misinterpreting this this symbol on the chest? Either way. Ooh, look at the feet. Really like that. This is intense. I'm glad it's a friendly match, because I would be intimidated, I think. Yeah, very dynamic, right? Yeah, it did a great job. Really great movement in this amaze. Of course, your anatomy is always fantastic with humanoids. And, yeah, just good attention to detail. Such a strong style that you have. And hopefully everybody, if they're not already following you, can click your little your link right there in chat and give you a follow. But yeah, great attention to detail. I like how you kind of off-kiltered the background too, just to help like imply that sense of motion. It's kind of interesting. I don't know if that was an intentional choice or not. I imagine it was. But yeah, everything's got kind of like slanted edges, very comic book, like broken frame vibe. Super fun. Is that character from Bleach? I don't know. It sounds like a Amaze. If you're in chat, you could probably give more context, but it sounds like this is somebody's OC, somebody's personal character. I have only seen the first season of Bleach, so I don't know. The guy on the right is a Bleach OC. Okay, well, there it is. Unknown Andy. Nice job. Good eye. It has been a long time since I've seen Bleach, so I do not remember any of the things to do with Bleach. Very cool. I guess now that you say that, I can see, like, with the certain stylistic choices. Yeah. Very, very cool. Well, this looks great, Amaze. Well done. Great job. The colors look awesome. The values look great. The movement's great. I'm sure they loved the piece. I can't imagine that they didn't. But well done. Well done. Love. Oh, wait, I already did it. Love. And here we have one from Cinna. Another my lovely mods. A bust of the villains from your JRPG-inspired fantasy story. Finished right after last month's showcase. Ain't that always the way? And by the way, if anybody's watching this and you're like, oh shoot, I kind of wish I had known or that I had posted this, you can always, like, even right now, you can still go post something in here. I just wait until the end of the month, basically, to show all of them together. So you have time if you'd like to do that. Oh, look at you guys. Yeah, follow Cinnamon Row. That's okay. Double shoutouts work too. If you want to go see some lovely character art, there you go. See, Raga wanted to get on the party. Raga felt left out. But these look great, Cinna. If you end up watching the VOD back, because I'm sure Cinna's at work right now. These look fantastic. Really great job with all these characters. Cinna is really good at making characters look very different and still having, like, a recognizable style. Like, none of these characters have the same face shapes. They look very distinctive. In more ways than just hairstyle and skin tone. Like, even without those things, you would still be able to tell that these are different characters, but still can see, like, the strong Cinna style here. Very, very cool. It makes me curious to know about the story, for sure. And if you guys want to follow Cinna, Cinna works on her story a lot, does some writing, too, so if you're a writer and you want some writing accountability, there's now a writing and reading Twitch category, so you can go actually hang out and do some, like writing, or just like have like a accountability partner while you work on stuff with Cinna too. And Cinna's always happy to chat about like head worlds and world building and all kinds of things. Does a lot of comic work too on her stream as well as games. So all sorts of things. But yeah, these look great, Cinna. Thank you so much for sharing, and hopefully we get to see more stuff from your head world. Love it. And again, guys, make sure you click these links if you want to learn more. This one is from Unknown Andy, who I believe might still be in chat. Andy, let us know if you stream. But this, Andy says, this piece is an amalgamation of all the hand-drawn ink art that I've drawn after I recovered my liking for drawing. Nice, that's awesome. Welcome back to drawing. And since I wanted to draw something immediately, I decided to draw what I felt with the minimal amount of thought of what should be, and vented all of my emotions. Oh, that's great. Now you feel fresh. That's lovely. I'm happy to hear that. I personally think that it represents all the emotions about art which I had stored up through high school pretty well, and it turned out great. Good, I'm glad that you're proud of your piece. Yeah, this is really fun. Thank you for giving us some background. Have fun interpreting it and get inspired. Well, there you go. There's the attitude. Oh, this looks very complex. This is some people call this like automatic drawing. There's all kinds of terms for this sort of work. Ooh, I like this little hidden person down here. That's really fun, Andy. I love that. You do stream, although you do not know if you want to stream art. Oh, okay. So you stream games. Well, that's fine. We can still shout you out. If you guys want to hang out with Andy and ask some questions about this really intriguing art piece, and while they're playing some games, go do that. Oh, this is really cool. There's all these like little hidden details, like all these shapes to interpret. Ooh, is that a skull in the crack there? That's a lot of fun. Maybe I'm just seeing that. Maybe that's like a Rorschach thing. Yeah, it feels like this is like really heavy symbolism for you. I love this. This is super fun to look at. So complex too. Like, I don't know how I would lose focus so easily. Really, really nice. Was this all done in pen and ink, did you say? I'll have to go back and read. Yeah, really fun. There's a nice little detail there too. These are really interesting. Thank you so much for sharing. It's really fun to explore. I'm just gonna stare at that for a minute and let my mind get boggled. Train of thought, stream of conscience, yeah, automatic drawing. I guess there's a lot of words for it, but yeah, it's just kind of that like expressive doodling basically that just kind of grows on itself. This is super fun. Super, super fun. Thank you so much for sharing. Loved looking at all those little details. I feel like you could look at this for a long time and still keep finding stuff. How long did that take you, if you don't mind me asking? It seems like it would take a while to do something that complex. Hand-drawn and ink pen and no pre-drawing. Yep. That's the best way to do any kind of automatic drawing, automatic writing. Just take a pen, there's no eraser, and you just go. And you just let whatever happens happen. It has a really cool outcome here. I really like that. Anytime I've tried to do that, sometimes it does not come out super great. I think I get a little too in my own head about mistakes, but you did a great job. Thank you so much for sharing. It's great to see some work from you. This one is from Angula Rue. I've already seen this one because I think Rue posted it, so I already kind of I was like, I already know that I think this is very funny. But I'm going to turn off my music because this one has sound so that we can hear the sounds. But this is from our lovely mod Rue. Rue says, more silly or short form stuff like this will be found on my YouTube and Instagram. Nice, there's those links. Thanks for providing those, Rue. And let me get you that shout out, just so you guys know who we're looking at right here. Oh my gosh, I laughed so much the first time I saw this because I'd never seen this meme before. But this is extremely funny. Let's watch it again. So if anybody missed it, we're gonna rewatch it. This again is Yangula Rue's animated short that is going up on YouTube. Hey Slaz, how's it going? It's good to see you. The expressions are so good. Like, just clicking through is really fun. Because you can see all the... like, if you watch the original video, which I think Rue posted it in our share somewhere, but, but you can see, like, how so much inspiration was drawn from this, like, very angry little dog that was being held possibly against its will. It's unclear, but it was, it's very funny. Grimsy Menace, yeah, for sure. Hey, Yak, how you doing? It's good to see you. Rue, thank you again for, I'm gonna let it run without sound just for a second, just so we can appreciate it while we're chatting. But thank you so much for sharing. This is fantastic. I don't know enough about Grimsy, but now I want to, so. It's 9 ink drawings that took around 2 months to make. Okay, that makes sense. Then scan and put together no one... Ah, okay, that makes sense, very cool. Rue, that's super fun. Again, if you guys aren't already following Rue, make sure that you do, so that you can make sure that you check out the next time she's working on something like this. So funny. Thanks again for sharing. Okay, moving down to... Oh, gotta get that last face in. Look at that. That's gotta be the click face, right? Like, that's the face on the thumbnail. Okay, this one is from Moon Sky Runner. This is, I think this is one of the studies that Moon Sky showed, perhaps, but maybe it got worked on a little more. This looks really familiar. But let's see. Let me make sure we get that right. Moon Sky Runner. Yeah. So we'll get a shout out. Oh, thanks, Rue. I appreciate that. So there's a shout out for Moon Sky. If you aren't following Moon Sky Runner, make sure you do. Really fantastic artist here on Twitch, and a lovely drawing of a lady in a very flowy dress. Fantastic job with that. Again, I really like the. Yeah, I think I do remember looking at this because I remember really liking the values, and I still really like the values. This looks really fantastic. Great job on the face as well, Moon Sky. So I know you're probably at work or something, but if you end up coming back in to see this, very impressive stuff, and hopefully people will click your link and check out your streams. I think Moon Sky just kind of recently started streaming on Twitch. I've been able to make a few streams, although sometimes I have to lurk, but very, very pleasant person to hang out with, and just really fun to watch the art happen. So if you want to support more artists here on Twitch, Moon Sky's a good one to follow. Right, Eric Jaws? Yeah, it's really good. Really, really nice. Great proportions, and really nice job on the flow of the dress. That's not an easy task, for sure, but you did a great job of making it look like it's kind of pooling around her, so well done. Very nice indeed. Indeed. Very lovely. We had quite a few submissions this month. How are we doing on time? It is 12:30. Okay, we're making good time. This one is from Shiratoshi. Shiratoshi, most of you probably know Shiratoshi. We've rated in a few times, and vice versa. But Shura says, I finished probably my best sketch for a commission. We'll experiment with how to color it in the next month. Nice. Just from the thumbnail, this looks impressive. Thank you for giving that shout out to Shura. You guys, Shiratoshi is like, I mean, look at the little, look at the eyes and stuff. Like, there's so many details in this piece. This is extremely cool. Great. I love the texture and the sword, and now looking at it up close really helps me see how you did that, actually. But man, look at the, like, the cool painting effects. I wish I could do, like, a halfway zoomed in. For some reason, it's not letting me do that. It's, like, all or nothing. But, man, just the, like, the painty textures, the details. This is really, really fun to look at and explore. If you guys aren't following Shiratoshi, make sure that you follow Shiratoshi. Does incredible paintings here on Twitch. Honored to have you participate in the art share for the showcase. Always very happy to show off your awesome work. But yeah, again, if you're not following Shiratoshi, you're missing out. You're missing out on like a hidden gem here on Twitch. So make sure that you click that link right there and click that little heart button. Shura has very, very chill streams. Doesn't use a mic typically, so you're just gonna get some like music and art vibes basically. So if that's the kind of art stream you're looking for, Shiratoshi is a click away right there. But yeah, just incredible work, great proportion, of course, like incredible detail work, great values. Man, that sword. I know it's like the least detailed part of the piece, so you're probably like, oh, why do you care about the sword? But it just looks so three-dimensional. Like, there's a very slight foreshortening on it that is just really doing it for me. I really like it. Everything looks so good. Beautiful stuff, Shura. Looks like a monster trying to take. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, like you can see the mouth there in the midsection. Control plus scroll of mouse. That does not work for me. Oh, it is working. Oh my gosh. Look at you, Raga. Just such a tech whiz. You're so good at everything, Raga. Oh, well, there you go. Now we can see a slightly more zoomed in version. We can appreciate the details, but see it all like within its own context, which is always helpful. Yeah, this looks really cool. This looks super cool. And like, this is just the sketch. I'm sure we'll get to see, yeah, an even more advanced version of this over on Shura's stream. So I'll definitely be keeping an eye out to make sure. Is that an original language on the sword? I don't know. Unknown Andy, that's a great question for Shiratoshi. That would be something to bug him about if you catch his stream. Be like, hey, I saw this piece. What does it mean? I just really like all the details so much. Really, really cool effects with the cape type. Magical eye stuff. I don't even know what's happening, but it looks really cool. Right? It is fire, for sure. Well, thank you so much for sharing, Shura. Incredible as always. What do I don't even know what to react with. I already did that one. You know what? I'm just clicking random things at this point. Fantastic, though. Oh, and here we have one from Suntroa, and I think this might be the last one. Yep. So this one is from Suntroa. Finish this little guide stream. Oh my gosh, Suntroa, this is so freaking cute. I seriously love this so much. Suntrolla Arts, I believe is the name. We will get you a shout out here in just a sec. Thank you so much, Raga. You are so fast. Raga. Appreciate you. Oh my gosh, but I love this little creature. Okay, to be fair, you all know I have a bias toward creatures. I do enjoy a fun creature design. But guys, go follow Suntrolla Arts, another new artist here on Twitch who definitely deserves more support. I think he's kind of a little bit like just getting started, so get in early because I think Suntrolla is gonna become quite well known here on Twitch. Really fantastic character art, creature art, super cute stuff in this piece. But also has made his own PNG tuber as well as Pyrokitty's Tavern, all of her like emotes and PNG tuber and stuff. So they are the Twitch power couple. And they're both very adorable and wonderful people, and you should follow both of them. But right now we're talking about Suntrolla, so definitely make sure you go follow Suntrolla Arts. I love the little textures in the body. This is always such a fun little like. Is it a newt? Is it the newts that have the fat tails and the little bumps? I really like that implied texture, and even re-implying that with the paint too by bringing in that red from the background. Just kind of reinforces that slightly. This is so cute. I like the feet are so cute also. I feel like this is a really cool way to draw hind feet. I don't think I've seen that configuration before. I really like that. Ugh, the fat tail. I'm such a sucker for a chunky tail. This looks great. Lovely. Hopefully you get to see this character somewhere. Gecko tail. Yeah, a gecko. Not a newt, a gecko. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, your textures are also really fun too. I forget what program Suntrolla works in, but maybe Procreate or possibly UCSP. Either way, beautiful stuff. Thank you so much for sharing and for participating. Thank you everybody who participated in the monthly art showcase. I appreciate all of you. It has been a lovely showcase. We'll do a quick scroll just to see everybody's work one more time. And then we are going to be finding another artist to bring some of this Twitch art love to, so don't go anywhere just yet. If you would like to get some extra channel points, I just found this out recently and I'm still mind blown that I didn't know this, but apparently you can get extra channel points for sticking through a raid. So if you want channel points for doing Draw Me an Animal stuff, for doing redeems here, eventually I'm going to bring back my sticker and print redeems for channel points, so keep an eye on those. And if you want to start saving for those, start now. But we are going to search around, and thank you for everybody who drew with me today for the art gym. I do have to close this so that my credits don't break, so if it makes a weird sound, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was not your computer, that was mine. Oh wait, I do want to save Draw Me an Animal. Save. There we go. Don't want to lose the beetle. Okay. There we are. So thank you to everybody whose name appears in the credits here. Oops, we are having a little bit of a stutter, so let me close a few more things. Sorry, folks, 1 second. I don't want my computer to crash, so... what else can I close? Oh, geez. It's still shaking, I'm a little nervous. So we're just gonna raid out really fast. But yeah, thank you for coming in. Hey, and also Sharky, if I didn't say hi, welcome in. Do you guys see how jumpy my... Everything is so jumpy. I'm so sorry. But thank you seriously to everybody in these jumpy credits. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to the raids. Thank you to my patrons. I think this is like a Streamlabs problem. I think Streamlabs struggles a little bit. I'm trying to close everything I can think of to close. It's not really helping though, so I don't know why my computer is like, help, help, I'm dying, help. But let's go find somebody to raid into, and hopefully my stream won't crash. If it does, I'll just offline raid somewhere. But let's go see who else is streaming on Twitch right now. Who have we not raided in a while? Or ever. There might be some people we've never raided. Let's see. Quick before it explodes. Yeah, I'm trying to. We may just do a quick return raid, actually. Let me go make sure that this person is doing stuff that is work safe. We got some really generous raids recently. And I would like to return the favor. Oops, I clicked the wrong button. If my channel breaks, it is my fault. But yeah, don't go anywhere just yet. I promise we're gonna go somewhere cool. As long as they're actually streaming. Nope, they're not. They're on a break. Dang it. My poor stream is like, help, I'm dying. One of these days we will return that raid. But yeah, I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. If anybody wants to come say hi. And we're going to be doing something else in the morning, I'm sure. I don't know what yet, but something, definitely. We'll do studies of a sort or other. So come hang out for some studies. Let's go say hi to... Oh, I know where we're going. This is one of my favorite chill art streams. I think Himis is incredible, and we don't get to raid them very often because we're in extremely different time zones, but Himis does incredible creature paintings and drawings and designs. So we're gonna go say hi to them. I'm trying to be better about like copy link and post that in chat. I feel like Twitch has been leaving people behind in raids sometimes, so if anybody gets left behind, that's where we're going. But if you want to stick it out through the raid, feel free, if you have a sub, to use this if my computer doesn't crash while I try to type it. And then if you don't have a sub, you can just swap out swap out emotes for your favorite emotes. But thank you, Maze, for helping post links in chat. If anyone needs my socials, they're there. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm sorry for the glitching here at the end of stream. I don't know why it's doing that. But let's go say hi to Himis. I think you guys, like I said, I think you'll really, really enjoy Himis. And I'll see you over there, okay? So, can I hit start raid yet? I'm really afraid my computer's gonna die. So, hi Esol, bye Esol, and hi and bye to everybody else. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you over at Himis's, okay?